we're visiting with Kirk Raider football coach Mike Beagle on the Kirk Can Pregame show, and the Raiders are coming off of a nice 28-7 win over Clarksdale Lee last week. Coach, it was another Raider win. What are some of your general thoughts about last week's W?
First of all, great team win for us, a conference win. I thought we played well on both sides of the ball, and offensively we finally found an identity both in the run game and the passing game.
Colbert Hathcock, 202 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. A.J. Wren, 15 rushes, 143 yards. And, of course, Colbert Hathcock and also wide receiver Garrett Benson, co-players of the game, getting a lot of different abilities to strike from a lot of different places.
We worked quite a bit in the passing game last week at practice, and it showed up in the game. Thought we threw the ball fairly well. We had some breakdowns in protection early. We started off fast, and we kind of went into a lull state about early in the second quarter, but we picked back up the tempo. Garrett had a nice catch really to break the game open and had about 4 people miss to go in and score. And then late in the game caught one. If you had one more person that he could have make miss, he'd have scored also there. But we were pretty balanced run and pass. Theron Hubbard came in as a backup tailback and gained 70 yards. And so we're trying to spread the wealth as much as we can. Defensively, another stellar performance by us. Defensively, we gave up, I thought, a cheap one on a screen pass. We were out of position, but all in all, I thought we played well defensively also. Friday night, Trey Cashaw, defensive tackle for us, had 5.5 tackles there, 4 solos, 3 assists, and then Trip Taylor at linebacker also had 5 total tackles. So defensively, Trey probably played his best game since I've been at Kirk.
Coach, talking about winning these types of games, we've won the close ones. We've won the games now where we're starting to go away toward the end, and a nice comfortable 28-7 win last week. That's, of course, just continuing to build that winning culture in a program. And have you seen any kind of a confidence or a swagger over the past week from the kids?
I try to keep that a little bit under control with them, but they have confidence, and the process that we've gone through since I've been there is finally coming to light a little bit. They expect to win instead of hoping to win, and that's a big key in any organization when you're in a competitive state.
And Coach, special teams always important. I know that we were all extremely proud of the kicking game, both punting and, of course, place kicking.
Gunnar Vance, as a place kicker, had 4 extra points. Looks like he's improved from the week before. He has a good leg, and mechanically he does fairly well. Sometimes he gets a little off, but young guy has come on. We expect big things from him, not only as a kicker, but also hopefully as we move along in a position scenario as a defensive back and also a tailback. And then Colbert Hathcock again got his punting average back up, 4 punts with an average of 40.5 yards. And so we've been able to flip the field a little bit in the kicking game, which is really important. When you're, as a viewer, you may not notice that, but that's really big in the coaching part of it, to flip the field for your kicking game. And I think we've done fairly well in that segment.
Coach, I know that it's a cliche to say that special teams equals 10 to 14 points a game on average, but believe you me, it really does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've kind of passed the torch a little bit in that. Coach Carpenter does a really good job with kickoff return and kickoff cover. He was also a kicker in college, so he has a lot of the mechanical stuff, probably that knowledge that I don't have, even though I've coached him a long time and probably didn't coach him very good at times, but done a good job. Our kids are locked in on that piece, and really proud about where our football team is at this point.
That's the voice of Kirk Raider football coach Mike Beagle as the Raiders get set to take on the Rossville Christian Wolves. We'll be back to talk specifically about tonight's opponent after this 2-minute timeout.
I'm kind of passing the torch a little bit in that.
America's Choice Chemical is a pest control company specializing in mosquito control with over 20 years experience. America's Choice Chemical can help fight the bite with many different options, including a barrier treatment for only $59.95 for an acre. Visit their website at acchemicalco.com or find them on Facebook. America's Choice Chemical is a licensed, bonded, and insured company, and they accept credit cards.
Brewster's H&W Compounding in Grenada combines high-quality products with personalized care. Every prescription dispensed is made in the lab by experienced pharmacists specializing in bioidentical hormones, dermatologic, dental, veterinary, and much more. They believe that being a local independent pharmacy means providing services to patients that are customized to meet their needs. Serving and supporting the Grenada area for over 50 years. Brewster's H&W Compounding, Grenada.
Cross Country Seeds is there for you in every season. From planting to harvest, hunting to cooking up the catch, they carry pottery, wind chimes, and decorations to make your home country fresh. And look no further than Cross Country Seeds for all of your pet, hunting dog, or farm animal feed and medications. Cross Country Seeds is there for you in every season. Sunset Loop, Grenada. Good luck, Kirk Academy Raiders, from everyone at Cross Country Seeds.
I would consider Grenada home. I've been in this area my whole life. People here in Grenada are very genuine, and we believe in family. Even before I became owned as an agent, my home, my car insurance, and everything was with Farm Bureau already. We're here in the community. I'm a phone call away or a text message away. Anything happen, I'll be there for you. At the football games on Friday night, we're there. The baseball games, we're there. I am George Chandler with Farm Bureau Insurance in Grenada. We are the home team.
Back to the Kirk Can pregame show here on Star 92. We're continuing our visit with Kirk Raider football coach Mike Beagle prior to the game against Rossville Christian tonight. The Wolves traveling to Grenada. And Coach, what are your thoughts about tonight's opponent?
They are big. They have some good size up front on both sides of the ball. They have some skill guys that get your attention on film. One of them is Jaden Williams. He is 6'6", 185. He's a wide receiver, free safety for him, has played some corner. Then also Christopher Moore, who's also a linebacker at 6'2", 210. And then Patrick Shivers is their Mike linebacker, but he also plays center. He's 6'1", 235. So they have some size. They're heavy is what I call it, and my biggest concern is kind of the unknowns, what they are potentially capable of, because they have some potential on film, and you have to be ready to play. We have to be ready to play mentally as well as physically going into tonight's game.
Coach, how did practice go this week for the Raiders?
Practice was really good. I thought Wednesday was exceptional in practice. And we came out yesterday, obviously, have that kind of walk-through mini practice, and we looked like we were locked in pretty well yesterday. The weather, for me, is always a concern because it can neutralize some things, but I expect us to play with fanatical effort tonight like we have been and with the enthusiasm that we need to, and then execute as well.
Coach, we've talked about the offense in the first segment of our Kirk Can pregame show. Let's kind of turn the page and talk about the defense, the scheme, the way that it's textbook defense run by the Raiders. The defensive tackles win the trenches. The linebackers are there to make the tackle. And, of course, it's not going to hurt your feelings if the defensive line just goes ahead and makes the tackle to begin with. But it's all clicking for the Raiders.
We've done a good job, or they have done a good job defensively. Coach McClendon and Coach Oakes done an exceptional job getting us ready to play schematically, have been in tune. We haven't really given up a whole lot. We've given up a few deep balls early in the season. We're good on the back end in the secondary. Our linebackers are pretty fast and physical and run to the ball well, and our defensive front is really coming on too. So they're exciting to watch because they play very well since the very beginning.
Coach, what are some specific keys to victory tonight for our Raiders over the Wolves?
No turnovers, and then the penalty thing is a concern of mine. Last week we had 90 yards in penalties. Some of them, again, I consider concentration penalties, and we have to eliminate those things to where we don't stop drives offensively. Don't turn the ball over, play aggressive, play locked in, and play with fanatical effort on both sides.
Any health issues you want to talk about with the team injury-wise?
We're a little banged up here and there. I mean, the game is pretty physical and can be, and so we've got some bumps and bruises. Mason Byers is hurt, will not play tonight, but Wyatt Buchanan will step in his place. We expect him. He's a senior. We expect him to just roll it on like normal.
All right. Well, Coach, all the best to you tonight. Let's keep a W right here in Grenada.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it. Take care.
You betcha. You too. And that is Kirk Raider football coach Mike Beagle. And you have been listening to the Kirk Can pregame show here on Star 92. David McElrath and I will be back after this 2-minute timeout.
That's going to be
excellent. Thanks, Melissa.
Hello, and thank you for showing up at the game show from the world-famous Kirk Brothers Sunset. Where should everybody go to buy their next vehicle?
The world-famous Kirk Brothers Sunset in Grenada.
That is correct. How much money can you save?
You're going to say a lot of money?
Woo! Everybody gets savings.
Woo! We love savings.
Kirk Kayan.
Come see us at the world famous Kirk Brothers Sunset for the Ram Power Days event.
Get the circle.
Is it time for your yearly eye checkup? A Look Ahead Optics in Grenada is there for you. Get your contacts updated by Dr. Eddie Brown or Dr. Justin Zampella, or the outstanding staff at A Look Ahead Optics can show you the great variety of name brand awesome glasses they have. Check out their Maui Gym, Revo, and other great sunglasses. A Look Ahead Optics, 1329 Sunset Drive in Grenada. Open Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Get lost! Lost Pizza in Grenada, that is. A menu filled with appetizers, salads, sandwiches, build your own or signature pizzas, Mississippi Delta hot tamales, dessert, and a new selection of lunch specials is what you're going to find at Lost Pizza. It's an outstanding atmosphere for birthdays as well. No wonder they were voted Mississippi Magazine's best pizza in 2019. 601 Old Hickory Drive. Open 7 days a week. Go Kirk Raiders and Raiderettes from everyone at Lost Pizza in Grenada.
Can't come to work today. If you're
Meet your beauty BFF, Merle Norman's Ultra Powder Foundation. Your best foundation forever. It's ultra versatile, letting you apply wet or dry. Buildable for sheer to full coverage with a velvety matte flawless finish. And a wide range of shades from light to dark that work for any skin type. Ultra Powder Foundation. Your best foundation forever. Merle Norman. Visit your nearest Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio for your personalized service.
Let them carry your groceries to your car at the Grocery Basket in Grenada. You will see helpful, friendly staff from the minute you walk in until the last grocery bag is placed in your vehicle. They offer fresh produce and their meat is cut daily. The neat and clean environment will enhance your pleasant shopping experience. The Grocery Basket, 1770 Commerce Street, where we put more in your basket for less. Like them on Facebook. Good luck to the Kirk Academy Raiders from everyone at the Grocery Basket.
Here we go.
voice of the Raiders.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Kirk Academy Raider Football here on Star 92 and our sister company, Fuller Digital Solutions, on YouTube. This is Greg Slotsky along with David McElrath, and Kirk Academy, David, 3-1, has won 3 games in a row for the first time in about a decade. So these are fantastic times here at Kirk.
Well, Greg, it is, and it's glad to be. I'm happy to be back tonight with you, and this is the second game that I've been able to witness tonight for Kirk. I watched travel to Pilla the first game, and you know, came up disappointing, but since then we've really improved and really come together as a ball team.
Absolutely right. You know, so much of establishing a winning culture is just simply learning how to win, finding ways to win. This group of Raiders is doing just that. Some close games, and then, of course, the 28-7 kind of win going away. You never hate those either.
No, you know, obviously you've got to have those games. You know, we've been on the other end of those for several years, and it's now, as you say in sports, it's our turn. And it's our turn to turn around and give back something that we've been given, you know, the last couple of years. And it's good to see the kids come together. They're doing a great job. I was able to spend a little time with them last night at the pregame meal before the ball game, and there was a couple of previous players that talked to them, and this group is really a group that, you know, it's a big group of seniors, and And it's really it's a family group. For the first time that I've really witnessed in the several years that I have been able to do Kirk football and just been around the kids, they are really a close-knit group.
Neat to see this senior class bringing it all home, bringing it all together. Again, 28-7, the Raiders beat Clarksdale-Lee last week. It was a nice win, but David, if there was one area to work on, the Raiders did get 90 yards in penalties. Coach Beagle says they can't afford to have any penalties stopped drives tonight, and that can be an obstacle at times, but to get 90 yards in penalties and still win 28-7, that means you're doing a lot more right.
It is, but they did. I'll tell you this, they talked about that last night and, talked about the little things that it takes to be winners, and cutting down on penalties is number one, and that's what they're going to focus on tonight, is really cut those penalties in half, and what I call stupid penalties, cut those out. The big penalties that really kill you. So tonight, that's one area that they're going to concentrate on, and I hope we see a much improved Raider team tonight.
Coach Beagle expects the Raiders to be mentally and physically locked in and ready to play here tonight. It is the 3-1 Raiders from Kirk Academy taking on Rossville Christian Academy of Rossville, Tennessee, and they are about 40 miles east of Memphis. They have a dual-threat quarterback, the Wolves. They run multiple offenses, David, probably based on what the defense gives them, but they do some spread offense, they do some power I formation, they do some double wings. So I think no matter what they run, the key is for the Raiders to win in the defensive trenches.
Well, we're going to have to play our game. We're going to have to play, defensively a sound defense. Each man has got a job to do, and that's so tonight. Look forward to, I know that we're going to have a couple of Raiders out that are going to be sitting out this game, but, as we say, the next man up.
Absolutely right. Tell you what, we'll talk more about our opponent, Rossville Christian, and the Wolves after this 2-minute timeout. We'll also have the starting lineups. You are listening to Kirk Raider football on Star 92 and watching on Fuller Digital Solutions. Back in 2 minutes.
Grenada State Bank will always take care of its customers.
This past April was 13 years that Grenada State Bank has been involved in the Grenada community because of the trust that this community has in Grenada State Bank. And for that, Grenada State Bank says thank you.
Personally, for me, I've worked at the bank for many years. I truly love my job.
Grenada State Bank will always be here for you.
Grenada State Bank, a branch of Cleveland State Bank. Bank on a better future with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 407859.
Family Health Clinic of Grenada's mission is to provide personalized, high-quality care on an as-needed or preventative basis. They are a full-service family practice offering primary care, well child exams, annual sports and DOT physicals, full lab testing, diabetes management, and women's health care in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Family Health Clinic with Jennifer Goss and Rebecca Franklin, Sunset Drive, Grenada. Good luck, Kirk Academy Raiders and Raiderettes.
In the lab by experienced pharmacists specialized.
Hey, you! Domino's is giving away $15 million in surprise frees.
Lava cake.
Other delivery apps add surprise fees.
It's not cheap.
At Domino's, we're giving out surprise frees instead.
Freeze with an R.
But we're going to let you know ahead of time. Maybe not like this, though. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free food, like lava cakes, stuffed cheesy bread, or pizza. Check the Domino's tracker to find out.
Honk if you like surprise freeze!
We have the first round picks at Kirk Auto Company.
Ready to trade? We got you at Kirk Auto.
Have you seen how much money they're trading football players for?
Have you seen how much money we're giving away for cars that's being traded?
I love talking about cars and trucks.
And I love football.
What if we get a car or truck and sell it this football season?
We should sell all the cars during football season and get more cars.
Touchdown. Let's do it.
Join the winning team here at Kirk Auto Company.
I've been watching football a long time, and I believe this is the prettiest that I've seen this field in a long time. Just the grass. The grass is green. Of course, we've had just so much rain this summer and obviously kept it green, and they've just done a great job with it.
That's exactly right, and we are excited to be about 10 minutes away from kickoff. That brings us to starting lineup time, and we'll start things off with the visiting Rossville Christian Academy Wolves and the offensive side of the ball. First, we'll tell you they're 0-3 under Coach Kendall Hunter. The center is Patrick Shivers. He is a senior. The right guard is Chissen Jackson, a junior. The other guard at left side is Nate Link. The tackles on the left side, Mason Carsey, he is a sophomore. Make that Mason carry. And on the right is Hunter Reeves, a senior. The quarterback, he's a dual threat guy, can do whatever they need him to. Zane Orvis, he is just a sophomore. David talking about how versatile the offense is for Rossville Christian. Their leading rusher is actually a receiver, and his name is Jeremiah Bailey. He's a senior, and he averages around 100 yards a game, but he doesn't even get listed as a running back. So that'll be interesting to see how we focus on him. The other wide receiver, Gavin Brown, he's a senior. Aaron McClamory is a senior, and Lucas Spradley, a junior. Also, Jaden Williams, he is a sophomore. So long story short, I've read more than the starting receivers because he doesn't know who's going to start. He says they will all play and play equally. The running backs for Rossville Christian, Tracy Jeffries, he is a junior. That's Tracy Jeffries, a junior. The other running back is Chris Moore. He is a senior. The punter is Aaron McGlamory, and the place kicker is Fakadu Zuditu. He's a foreign exchange student, and he's done great things for the Rossville Christian Academy Wolves. On the defensive side of the ball for the Wolves, you go with the tackles, Nate Link and Christian Jackson. Link is a senior, Jackson a junior. The defensive ends, Chris Moore on one end. He's a senior. Lucas Spradley, a junior. The inside linebacker is Patrick Shivers, a senior. Outside linebackers are Hunter Reeves, a senior, and Tracy Jeffries, a junior. 4 cornerbacks round out the Rossville Christian defense. Jackson Reeves, he is a freshman. Aaron McGlamory, a senior. Jeremiah Bailey, a senior, and Gavin Brown is a senior. So there's the starting lineup on both sides of the ball for the visiting Rossville Christian Academy Wolves. And now for our Kirk Academy Raiders, we'll start offensively, and we'll go with the center, Ethan Presley. He's a senior. At guards, it is Boogie Snyder, a senior. Also Nathan Moore, a senior. The tackles, Hartley Dykes, a senior, and Matt McKay is a senior. The tight ends, they will run 2 tight ends. One is Lane Goss, a junior. The other is Peyton Mitchell, a senior. For the Raiders, the quarterback is Colbert Hathcock. He is a senior. 4 touchdown passes last week. Wide receivers, it's hard to mention who's going to start because they'll all play and play a bunch. So I'm going to give you all of their names. Garrett Benson, he is a senior. Jack Boone, a senior. And Richard Flott is a senior. On the other side, with more receivers, Montgomery Ferguson and Logan Pratt. Running backs include A.J. Wren. He will get the start. Theron Hubbard will come in as a sophomore. Wren is a senior, but Hubbard ran for 70 yards last week. At fullback, David co-starters, we go with Walker Staten, a senior, and Wyatt Buchanan, a senior. Hard to tell just depending on what set they start in as to see who will officially come in the game first, but they're listed as co-starters. Kirk Academy Raider defense, the tackles, Trey Cashaw, he's a senior. Defensive tackle Peyton Mitchell, a senior. The defensive ends, we go with Lane Goss, a junior on one side, Boogie Snyder, a senior on the other. 3 linebackers include Trip Taylor, a senior, Walker Staten, a senior, and Wyatt Buchanan, a senior. The safeties, Jack Boone, a senior, Richard Flott is a junior, and the cornerbacks, Montgomery Ferguson, a senior, and A.J. Wren is a senior. So that's a mouthful, a lot of starters, a lot of players that will see playing time. And, David, it's great to have depth on a night such as this where, I don't know about you, but I got tired walking up the parking lot.
Well, it is a little sticky tonight. Was expecting, and hopefully it'll hold off tonight. So slight chance of rain tonight, but hopefully that we'll be able to get in this game before the rain, if any, comes in tonight. So it is, as we get back to saying, it is a sticky night, hot, but beautiful night for football.
Well, it is, and based on what it was doing today with the rain coming down, we're lucky to have this much dry weather as it is. And as you look off, you can see perhaps some rain coming this way, but I think we should be good for quite a while, and we'll see how it goes. But It is the Rossville Christian Academy Wolves traveling to Kirk to take on our Kirk Raiders. The captains are out there meeting at the field. We'll go ahead and tell you a little bit more about Rossville Christian because we want our listeners to know what we're up against. You're talking about Jeremiah Bailey, again listed as a wide receiver, so their offense can be predictable because he is their leading rusher, David, and anytime you see a stat like that, it really makes you, I don't know if you say cringe or your head spin as a defensive coordinator, wondering who's going to get the ball.
Well, obviously they've got some talent. They obviously hadn't put it together this year, but just looking at their on their side of the field, boy, number 12 there going off right now is he's an animal. I tell you, he looks like a ball player.
Absolutely right. It's Rossville Christian taking on Kirk, and Rossville Christian has not put it all together yet, and I'm going to say that I want them to put it all together starting next week.
That's right.
You bet.
We'll take next week. Take this win, and that's what we want is to get this win and with nobody getting hurt tonight.
Absolutely right. Raiders getting ready to take the field, coming out of their helmet. Their balloon blow-up helmet, I guess is how you describe it. Going to be in their home red jerseys with the navy blue pants and the white helmets. The Kirk Academy flag and the American flag. And a great sight there as the Raiders take the field. They'll be on the sideline closest to us here. And, David, I'll tell you what, just a great night for football. Again, like you said, it's hot and humid. Maybe not even so much hot when the sun goes down, but it's a sticky night, but at least it's not a rainy night where you have to worry about a wet football or perhaps missing a block or a tackle.
That's right. Just a really good night.
Absolutely right. And it is now time for the prayer and the national anthem. And after that, it's the play-by-play. It's Kirk Academy hosting Rossville Christian. And we're back with the play-by-play after this 3-minute timeout.
Neal Auto Company in Grenada is dedicated to providing the ultimate automobile buying experience. They have extensive relationships in the dealer community, allowing them to purchase a wide variety of lease return vehicles at exceptional values. This enables Neal Auto to pass along huge savings on the highest quality vehicles, and they offer a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Neal Auto, Sunset Drive, Grenada. Go Kirk Raiders!
Get lost! Lost Pizza in Grenada, that is. A menu filled with appetizers, salads, sandwiches, build your own or signature pizzas, Mississippi Delta hot tamales, dessert, and a new selection of lunch specials is what you're going to find at Lost Pizza. It's an outstanding atmosphere for birthdays as well. No wonder they were voted Mississippi Magazine's best pizza in 2019. 601 Old Hickory Drive. Open 7 days a week. Go Kirk Raiders and Raiderettes from everyone at Lost Pizza in Grenada.
America's Choice Chemical is a pest control company specializing in mosquito control with over 20 years experience. America's Choice Chemical can help fight the bite with many different options, including a barrier treatment for only $59.95 for an acre. Visit their website at acchemicalco.com or find them on Facebook. America's Choice Chemical is a licensed, bonded, and insured company, and they accept credit cards.
Man, just being here all my life. I grew up in Grenada, 41 years now. My folks, were married here in Grenada. My dad was a principal. My mom's a teacher. A lot of the kids that are here, I've known their parents. We went to school together, grew up playing on this field, and now I see people that I have insurance with, that I went to school with, whose kids are playing on this field. I am Robert Corolla with Grenada Farm Bureau Insurance, and I am the home team.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Family Health Clinic of Grenada's mission is to provide personalized, high-quality care on an as-needed or preventative basis. They are a full-service family practice offering primary care, well child exams, annual sports and DOT physicals, full lab testing, diabetes management, and women's health care in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Family Health Clinic with Jennifer Goss and Rebecca Franklin, Sunset Drive, Grenada. Good luck, Kirk Academy Raiders and Raiderettes.
A road look except for the white pants and the white shirt, but you have the navy blue numbers with the red trim. Of course, the Raiders in their home red with the navy blue pants and the white helmets with their KA logo right on them. David, Football Friday night is just really hard to beat.
It's, after what we've been through the last 2 years, last year, year and a half, it's really nice to get back out and be able to come to a football game and really sit and enjoy it now.
Absolutely right. Gunnar Vance going to kick it off for the Kirk Raiders. He's going left to right on your radio dial. Gunnar Vance gets a little pop-up kick that's going to be taken by one of the upmen at the 47. The ball is actually loose on the ground. Kirk may have it. They're signaling to the official that they have it, and the official has not made a signal yet. And yes, he did. Just there, it is Kirk ball. That is a nice kick. It's hard to call it an onside kick necessarily. It didn't have that squib type of a look, but it was a little pop-up, and one of the up men actually tried to grab it, couldn't do it, and Kirk recovered.
Nice little pooch kick that time by Gunnar, and it worked out for the Raiders. Absolutely right.
Raiders on offense now after the turnover. We have just started. First play from scrimmage. Colbert Hathcock is in the shotgun. He has A.J. Wren, the running back, to his right. 3 receivers wide to the left side, and now Wren goes in motion to the left. Colbert's going to lateral it to the left side. Make that Carter laterals it to Colbert, wide open. And actually, it's a touchdown to Wren. I beg your pardon. That was Carter Hathcock in at quarterback. Colbert was one of the receivers lined up, and he threw it to Colbert, who lobbed it to Wren. And there is your first score of the game, 12 seconds in.
What a way to start the game, Greg.
Wow.
Quarterback to brother to brother, and heck of a pass that both brother to brother gave one another, and then a nice long pass to A.J. Wren for the touchdown.
Absolutely right. It was Carter Hathcock at quarterback. His brother Colbert, who actually is the starting quarterback, actually lined to the left. I couldn't see because he was sideways, and I couldn't get the number, so I beg your pardon on that call, but we got the touchdown on the air for you, and the extra point by Gunnar Vance would have been good from 20 yards further. 7-0, Kirk Raiders lead. David, I guess we'll keep it right here for this particular break because that's a lot that happened in one play.
Well, obviously the onside kick, the pooch kick that we got, and, Raiders get the ball in good field position, and why not try to open it up the first play,
Well, and that's exactly what they did, and Wren, not only was he wide open, he could have actually packed a sack lunch, sat down with a sheet or a tablecloth, unpacked everything, and still no one would have gotten him.
It was almost, as we say, too good to be true.
Exactly right. Well, deja vu all over again. In the words of Yogi Berra, it is now Gunnar Vance getting ready to kick off again, like he did about a minute and a half ago, David. 7-0 Kirk, 11:48 to go, opening quarter. And Vance again, a high pop-up kick that's going to bounce at about the 30 and go out of bounds. And that's going to be a flag, and we'll see if Rossville Christian's going to take the penalty or elect to re-kick.
I imagine they're going to take the penalty here.
Especially after the first incident.
That's right.
So Rossville Academy is on offense. Our Raiders on defense. Let's see how the Raiders line up and match up in the trenches here. Zane Orvis, the sophomore dual threat quarterback, will be under center after they break huddle. Moving right to left are the Wolves. So it's Orvis, I beg your pardon. He's actually in shotgun. He's got two receivers wide to the left, one wide to the right. He has a fullback as well. And now in motion goes Jeremiah Bailey. They're going to give it to Bailey. Bailey out past the 35 to the 37, and he is stuck, and I mean hard.
Nice tackle that time by Trip Taylor. Trip came up from his linebacker position and made the stop.
The linebackers have been playing some lights-out football. Trip Taylor, Walker Staten, and Wyatt Buchanan. Every week they are not only making tackles, David, they're making tackles like that full of authority.
Great job that time by Trip.
You betcha. 2nd down and 7, 11:20 to go, first quarter. The clock runs, 7-0 Raiders on a 47-yard pass play. In the shotgun is Zane Orvis. He's got two receivers wide to the left, one wide to the right, a running back to his right, and Orvis is going to pass it to the left side, and it's a little bit high, intended for Gavin Brown at about the 35. He tried to snag it with one hand, but David, even if he caught it, there wouldn't have been much there.
You know, we got some real good penetration up front that time, and it did not give him very little time to throw the football. So great stand that time by the Raiders up front to get pressure on the quarterback.
Not only that, the throw was only about 3 or 4 yards downfield, and he still didn't have time.
That's
so
right.
That just put the cherry on top of what you said there. Just right there in the backfield beautifully were the Raiders in the trenches. So now it's 3rd and 8 for Rossville Christian. In the shotgun again is Orvis. He goes back. He sees pressure. He lobs it up. He's got a man wide open, and it's incomplete at the 42. And maybe on a play like that, you know it's going to be your night because Jeremiah Bailey, I'll tell you what, if you asked him, he'd probably want that one back.
Well, that right there was close. I mean, the wide out took a step back like the slot guy was going to come block, and the slot guy just kept going down the field. And, I mean, he was wide open that time. Looked like we missed an assignment, but we'll make up for that.
Well, exactly right. And we are now going to be on offense. It's McGlamory standing at his own 25, getting ready to punt. A.J. Wren standing back at his own 30. McGlamory gets a high end-over-end kick that's going to bounce at about the 38. Did that thing stay in? It did, and all the way down to the 20. David, that thing was probably within 1.5 feet of the sideline, it looked like, from here.
It looked like it was going out at the 40, and, I mean, it hit right on one of the lines and just penetrated down the field and went all the way down to the 20-yard line.
I mean, wow. So they kind of got a lucky bounce there, but that just means we have an opportunity for an 80-yard drive.
That's right.
So it's the Raiders on offense for the second time, and it will also equal their second play. After the first series lasted one play, 47 yards, and now it's Colbert. And, yes, it is Colbert at quarterback this time.
Colbert's at quarterback this time. Got three receivers out to the right.
Yep, and then in motion goes Garrett Benson. Colbert's going to get the snap. He does kind of a jailbreak screen. He's got his man 25-30, 35-40, and out past the 45 and out to the 48-yard line, and that is Logan Pratt, the sophomore, with a nice catch and run, and that is what you call a 27-yard pass play.
Nice catch and run that time by Logan.
Make that 28 yards on the pass play and the ball at the 48-yard line. There's a fun game here called Let's Watch a Wasp Fly In at Us.
I'm telling you.
It's a neat game.
I'm watching it over here, too.
That's right. 1st and 10 at the Raiders 48. They lead 7-0, 10:18 to go, first quarter. Colbert in the shotgun. Colbert zips a pass to the left, and it's in and out of the hands of Montgomery Ferguson. A little bit high of a throw, but I think Montgomery would tell you he would want that one back as well.
Wish he had it back. I guarantee you if he had it this time, he would make it.
10-11 to go here in the first quarter. It's going to be now 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders. Colbert with 4 touchdown passes last week. Of course, the receiving core man, they do an outstanding job. You just saw the 28-yard pass play to Logan Pratt. Of course, Wren is a running back out of the backfield, which is another fantastic dimension. Colbert is in the shotgun. He's got a receiver going wide to the left. Give to Wren up the middle, midfield, and down to the 48-yard line. He's not down quite yet to the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. He is gone. A 52-yard touchdown run, but there is a flag. And I hate to jinx it, but it might be in the area where they sometimes get holding.
Here again, that's what we're hoping we were going to work on tonight is those costly penalties, and here is one of them. They're going to bring it back.
Yeah, I think I saw the sign of holding, and it's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So Wren can turn on those afterburners. Make no mistake about it. Into the ball game now, Theron Hubbard, a sophomore. Yeah, that's exactly right. Give Wren a breather after that 52 yards. And not only was it 52 yards, David, but it was 52 yards after breaking tackles. And there's a timeout on the field. 9:58 to go here in the first quarter. Kirk 7, Rossville Christian nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on Star 92.
Grenada State Bank will always take care of its customers.
This past April was 13 years that Grenada State Bank has been involved in the Grenada community because of the trust that this community has in Grenada State Bank. And for that, Grenada State Bank says thank you.
Personally, for me, I've worked at the bank for many years. I truly love my job.
Grenada State Bank will always be here for you.
Grenada State Bank, a branch of Cleveland State Bank. Bank on a better future with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 407859.
Let them carry your groceries to your car at the Grocery Basket in Grenada. You will see helpful, friendly staff from the minute you walk in until the last grocery bag is placed in your vehicle. They offer fresh produce and their meat is cut daily. The neat and clean environment will enhance your pleasant shopping experience. The Grocery Basket, 1770 Commerce Street, where we put more in your basket for less. Like them on Facebook. Good luck to the Kirk Academy Raiders from everyone at the Grocery Basket.
Well, Colbert was in the shotgun. He lobbed a pass up to the left side, and it was out of the reach of Richard Flott. So, David, it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 20 for the Raiders at their own 38-yard line after that holding penalty on the 52-yard run by A.J. Wren for the touchdown. So, touchdown negated here, and this will be a big play on 3rd and 20. So, Colbert is in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers, a.k.a. trips to the left. 1 receiver to the right, Montgomery Ferguson. Colbert back at the 30. Screen pass, zips it to the left, and it's to the 35-40. Ferguson, midfield, 45-40, 35-30. Push down at the 25-yard line, or right around the 25. And actually the 26 they're going to get him down at. And another Raider first down, and it looks like we're going to be able to move the ball very, very well here tonight.
Well, it was a nice catch that time by Montgomery, and then a nice block out on the perimeter, and Montgomery was able to get past him and just outran him until number 3, and it looks like we got another penalty.
Oh, man, it's coming back again. Let's see what the official's call is, if we can indeed get it. He's walking over here. Another hold, and it's on the Raiders.
Block in the back.
Oh, block in the back. I beg your pardon. So, here we go. Now it's 3rd and 23. The ball at the 35. The good news is we picked up major yards in major chunks. The bad news is you don't want to keep doing it on 3rd and long.
No, we've done it twice, so let's see if we can correct that and get this get a big play here.
Colbert is in the shotgun. He's got receivers everywhere, 2 to the right. 1 goes in motion to the right, 1 to the left. Colbert back. Colbert gets the screen out, and he overthrows Theron Hubbard. Maybe not necessarily overthrows him, but it is incomplete. And just a play that was hard to develop hard time developing there because Rossville Christian was in the backfield nicely.
Well, offensive line got to hold him a little bit, give him a little bit of time so Colbert can throw.
Well, Colbert is also the team's punter. He did a great job last week, averaged, I believe, over 40 yards in 4 punts. All while throwing 4 touchdown passes. That's the combo platter.
Big week last week.
You betcha. Standing back for Rossville Christian is Gavin Brown, right around his own 33-yard line. Colbert standing at his own 21 to kick, and he gets a nice spiraling kick. It's going to be taken by Brown. He bobbles it at the 23, goes to his left, goes back to about the 22. Now he's past the 25 to the 30, and finally knocked out of bounds at the 30. I say finally. He wasn't actually running that long, but Wyatt Buchanan was there to get him out of bounds. So I guess around a 7-yard punt return, and that's where the next possession for the Wolves will start. 9:09 to go in the first quarter. Raiders 7, Rossville Christian nothing. Glad to have you with us here on Star 92. They're going to spot the ball at the 31-yard line. Rossville Christian with the ball and trailing 7-0. Zane Orvis, the sophomore quarterback, now will be in the shotgun, and he sends 2 receivers wide to the right side. And to make that 1 to the right, 2 to the left. And now flags come flying before the ball is snapped, and maybe an illegal procedure there, David?
That's what it looks to be. Just not set long enough.
Yep, 1st and 15 now it'll be. So penalties have kind of been a rule of the night so far, unfortunately. Ball goes back to the 26 now, and it's going to be 1st and 15 for Rossville Christian. Making their way to Grenada from about 40 miles east of Memphis. Going wide to the right will be Gavin Brown. Also Jeremiah Bailey going wide to the right. Wide to the left, McGlamory. Chris Moore also wide to the left. In the shotgun is Orvis. Orvis is back. Orvis fires it to the right. Got a man at the 28 going to the right up to the 35-yard line, and he is tripped up. And that, again, was a pass, and good job on the tackle. They're going to get some completions, but the Raiders got him down, got Gavin Brown down pretty quickly.
Nice tackle that time by Logan Pratt. Out there at the cornerback position, he was able to bring him down, and that big play because he was wide open on the corner.
You bet, David. Here's what we're going to do. You can take this. This may be easier for you to read than the roster because this is who's all going to be out there, and then I'll just glance at this defensive chart as well. Orvis goes back. Orvis is slammed to the turf by a host of Raiders, and I mean they met at the quarterback.
We had Ethan Presley. Lane Goss, I did see both of those in there.
Oh, absolutely. Mitchell was in there.
But it was a host of Raiders that time. Big play by the Raider defense.
Absolutely. Peyton Mitchell in there as well. I guess a better question would be who wasn't in the tackle. Yeah. 7:55 to go here in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 Kirk. Orvis in the shotgun. He is going back. He's going to be sacked, and there's going to be another flag. I guess the snap was fumbled.
But the snap was fumbled. I didn't see a flag that time.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. No. Oh, they threw up the beanbag or the marker. Okay. So the clock continues to run at 7.5 to go in the first quarter. It's 4th and 21, and standing back to return the kick for the Raiders
will be Jack Boone.
You bet. Jack Boone about his own 46, and McGlamory will be standing at his own 10-yard line to punt this thing away. See what kind of return Jack Boone can get. There's 4 different Raiders that are capable of returning punts based on who's out on defense and so on and so forth, but that kind of versatility is outstanding for Coach Beagle and his staff. So clock is not running. Now they're going to start it, I guess. McGlamory will get the ball at the 10, the snap, and the kick is a high one. Not very long. It's at the 46. Does that thing stay in bounds again? It does. Goes to midfield and down to the Raider 45-yard line. So 6:57 to go here in the first quarter. You know, we've seen some pass plays by the Raiders. We saw a run for a touchdown of 52 yards that was called back because of a holding call. But, man, Wren has done some nice things, and he's workhorse-type back. It's going to be neat to see him get a lot of carries tonight.
Well, we just, like I said, do the little things that we need to do to keep the drive going and keep everybody keep the hands in and no blocks in the back, and we'll be in good shape on this possession.
Absolutely right. Colbert is in the shotgun. He's got A.J. Wren behind him. Again, the Raiders going left to right on your radio dial. And Colbert is going to give the ball to Wren to the 45-50, 45-40, going to the right side, 35-30, 25-20, breaks a tackle, 15-10-5, gone! A.J. Wren, a 55-yard touchdown run.
Nice run that time by A.J. He just he basically, offensive line gave him the hole that he needed, and he doesn't need much, Greg.
Not at all, David. And also, he kind of weaved his way through two defenders right around the 15 or 20-yard line. The guy even got his hand on him, and that wasn't enough. A.J. went right through him. And it's 13-0 Raiders now with 6:45 to go, first quarter. Extra point upcoming for Gunnar Vance. The snap is down, the hold, and the kick is a line drive, hits the left upright, and bounces through. So you know it's perhaps going to be your night with a bounce like that.
Things are going right.
Absolutely right. Hey, it's 14-0 in favor of Kirk over Rossville Christian. We'll keep it right here as the fireworks go off. And David, we are right below the speaker as well, so apologies in advance if perhaps a horn or two gets in the way of our play call, but I can guarantee
it'll keep us on our toes tonight.
Yes, and I did take my blood pressure medicine, so that's good. We are in good shape. Hey, 14-0 in favor of our Kirk Raiders, looking for their first 4-game winning streak since I don't know when. They had the 3-game winning streak in, I believe, 2010. So great things happening for the Raiders this year. And Gunnar Vance getting ready to kick off yet again. 6:45 to go, first quarter of play. A.J. Wren, a 55-yard touchdown run a moment ago, a 47-yard pass reception for a touchdown for Wren on the first play of the game. And now it's going to be taken by the return man to the 15, to the 20, 25, and out to the 32-yard line for Rossville Christian. And that was actually on the return. It was Chris Moore.
Chris Moore.
You bet. And here is the Raider defense. Here is the Rossville Christian offense. And Rossville Christian again. David, this is going to be where they need to get something established because you start going down by more than 2 scores.
You know, we've had 3 possessions, scored on all 3 possessions, had 1 call back. So, you know, Raider offense has been real efficient so far.
Absolutely, in a lot of different ways, running and passing, and I love it. Orvis is in the shotgun. He's going to give to his running back, and it's out past the 35 to about the 38. Chris Moore, the senior, and he is a mountain of muscle.
He is. He's a big kid, good looking athlete, and you know that's what they ought to do if they're gonna be successful. They're gonna have to run directly at Kirk tonight.
I think so too. And now
they're big. You know, they're big up front, and you know.
Well, and the way Kirk's moving the ball, chewing up some of this clock as well might be good for Rossville.
That's right. Slow it down.
You bet. Halfway through the first quarter, Orvis is in the shotgun. He's got his running back Moore to his left. The give is to Moore again. Moore is hit hard. He gets past the 35 to about the 37, the line of scrimmage, I should say. And
Trey Cashaw on the tackle.
And, I mean, he got hit and he went backwards.
He did. Trey hit him.
Did he?
He's actually hurt. He's come. It looks like he's wanting to come off. I don't know if they're going to let him, but he.
Who's that?
He got nailed, number 12.
Oh yeah, he is. He's limping. He's staying in, but he's to the left of the quarterback Orvis now. kind of in a fullback position. Now the pass is going to go to the left side. It is incomplete at the 33, almost caught by Jeremiah Bailey. If we would have caught it, it would have been for a loss of about 4.
Richard Flaut played that well on the outside along with a host of Raiders, but Kirk got lots of penetration up the middle.
Did they ever? 4th and 4, and looks like a timeout on the field. 5:16 to go in the first. 14-0 Kirk. We're back in 60 on Star 92 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Hello, and thank you for showing up at the game show from the world-famous Kirk Brothers Sunset. Where should everybody go to buy their next vehicle?
The world-famous Kirk Brothers Sunset in Grenada.
That is correct. How much money can you save?
You want to say a lot of money?
Woo! Everybody gets savings.
Woo! We love savings.
Kirk Kayan.
Come see us at the world-famous Kirk Brothers Sunset for the Ram Power Days event.
Is it time for your yearly eye checkup? A Look Ahead Optics in Grenada is there for you. Get your contacts updated by Dr. Eddie Brown or Dr. Justin Zampella, or the outstanding staff at A Look Ahead Optics can show you the great variety of name brand awesome glasses they have. Check out their Maui Jim, Revo, and other great sunglasses. A Look Ahead Optics, 1329 Sunset Drive in Grenada. Open Monday through Friday.
Jack Boone standing back at his own 33-yard line to get the McGlamory punt. McGlamory standing back at his own 27-yard line. So his punts have not exactly been returnable so far tonight. We'll see how this one goes here for McGlamory. He gets the snap and he kicks it right down the middle of the field. Boone is going to watch it take a Rossville Christian Wolves bounce inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, and down to the 9-yard line.
That was a much better punt by Rossville.
It was, and they got a good bounce. They've gotten the bounces on the punts tonight.
They really have.
5:05 to go, first quarter. Again, it is 14-0 in favor of our Kirk Raiders. Looking to go 4-1 on the season. Again, Ole Miss play tomorrow?
Ole Miss plays tomorrow at 7. They play Tulane, and Mississippi State goes to Memphis tomorrow to play the Memphis State Tigers. So hope both teams can pull off a win.
Well, there you go. And we're talking here about Mississippi State, of course, being on Star 92, and we're talking about Ole Miss playing a team that gave Oklahoma all they could handle. Colbert is going to, you bet, Colbert going to give the ball up the middle to the running back, and that was actually Theron on the run, Hubbard, and he goes from the 9 to about the 11, strung down and hit down pretty hard there. Got 2, though, so second down and 9. Clock runs at 4:40 to go here in quarter number 1. Theron Hubbard, the sophomore, is into the right. Make that now behind Colbert Hathcock. Colbert instructs him to go there. Colbert in the shotgun. Give it to Theron up the middle. He's got room. 15, 20, goes to the left side. 25, up to the 26-yard line. And that is what you call a gain of 15 yards.
Nice run that time by Theron. Big opening on the left side. Hartley, I think it was Hartley Dykes that made a nice block.
Absolutely right. So 4:22 to go, opening quarter of play. The ball is at the 26-yard line of Kirk. This started at their own 9. 2 receivers go wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Colbert in the shotgun. He's got a running back to his left. Is that going to be Theron again? It is, and he is taken down right about the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a half-yard run play up the middle, I should say. Looked like kind of an option play type thing, and they got him the ball and a gain of about a half-yard.
Not much on the right-hand side that time for the Raiders.
Clock runs, 3:45 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Again, he's David McElrath. I'm Greg Slotsky, and we're happy to have Kirk Academy Raider football for you here on Star 92 and Fuller Digital Solutions. Ball at the 25-yard line, 2nd and 10. Colbert in the shotgun. Colbert gives up the middle. It's Wren this time. Wren goes up past the 30, breaks a tackle, 35, goes to the left, to the 40, and to the 42-yard line. Folks, that's a 17-yard run.
Nice play. The Raiders got a man down.
No, we sure do. Right around the 33-yard line, and going to be hard to get a number. Well, he
pulls him back up. I think it was looks like Peyton Mitchell, 23. Is that Peyton?
Okay.
No.
That's Staten, Walker Staten.
Walker Staten, excuse me.
Oh, you're good.
Got to learn these numbers.
Man, I'll tell you. This is like riding a bike, though, isn't it? Scratching the itch, doing this ball game again. Great to have you up here. Of course, this is my first game of the year, too. So the ball is at the 40. They're going to call it the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Colbert in the shotgun. Raiders going left to right on the dial. The give is going to be to Wren. Wren to the 45, goes to the right to midfield, breaks a tackle down to the 45 and down to the 40. They're going to give him the 44-yard line. He's getting him in chunks now, David.
Nice run that time by A.J.
A.J. Wren gets down to the 44-yard line. That's another 15-yard run. He's going to be up over 200 again, I'll bet. It is going to be Colbert in the shotgun. Theron Hubbard behind him. The running back give is to Theron. 45-40, down to the 35 to the 34-yard line. And Jeffries makes the tackle, but he makes the tackle when Hubbard is still going forward.
Nice run that time by number 33, Hubbard, to pick up big yards for the Raiders.
Absolutely right. Raiders on the move, and folks, don't forget this drive started at Kirk's own 9.
The left side, I've been watching. The left side of the Raider line is doing a really good job, Greg.
Excellent. See if they go that way again. David called it. Theron goes to the left on the pitch. 35-30, 25 down to about the 21. Hit down hard, but he's still got 13 more yards.
Left side's doing what they're supposed to be doing right now.
I love it. Coach talked about it during the pregame show that we found some offensive identity. Part of that is learning the best areas to perhaps run or matchups in every single game. It could be different next week.
That's right.
Colbert is in the shotgun. He's going to give it up the middle. It goes again to Wren inside the 25-20, 15 inside the 10, and down to about the 8-yard line. And I beg your pardon Theron again on the run. You know, they're a 1-2 punch that is tough to beat.
I tell you what, when we lost number 7 for the Raiders this year, the other back, I tell you, it was who was the next man that was going to step up, and Theron really has come to take the lead there.
Has he ever? Theron gets the carry again, and he's inside the 10. Of course, the line of scrimmage was the 9, so of course he's inside the 10. He goes down to about the 6-yard line. So clock runs, 1:32 to go here in the first quarter of play. It's 14-0 Raiders, knocking on the door once again. Colbert looking at Coach Beagle for a play call. Signal of some sort. 20 on the play clock, and beautiful new play clocks as well. Nice scoreboard as well. Top notch here at Kirk Academy.
It is.
Colbert again is in the shotgun. He's got Hubbard behind him. And he's going to give up the middle to Hubbard inside the 5. He hit hard, but goes into the end zone for the touchdown. 6 yards on the run.
That was right behind the guard center on the left side, and that they opened up a big hole.
So Hubbard with 57.7, I'm going to call it 58 seconds, in the first quarter on the 6-yard touchdown run. Gunnar Vance will attempt the extra point. Fireworks have made their way here. Colbert the holder. Another firework. Hopefully they don't snap it and it startles him. Line drive kick is right through there, and we have a 21-0 Kirk Raider lead. Let's go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds now. You are listening to Kirk Academy Raider football on Star 92 and watching on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Ready for a new roof? Well, nobody ever really is. But when you need one, we hope you'll think of Dixie Roofing Incorporated in Winona. They are licensed, insured, bonded, and one of the most respected in the business. Residential, commercial, flat, shingles, or metal, they've literally got you covered. Dixie Roofing is a family business established in 1966 and still family operated using the same honest principles.
Well, it's all Raiders here tonight. A 21-0 lead, along again with David McElrath. This is Greg Slotsky. Peggy doing a great job with Fuller Digital Solutions on the video end of things. We'd like to thank all of our fine sponsors, and right now we're all witnessing a 21-0 Kirk lead. And it's going to be Vance kicking the ball, bouncing at about the 5, and it's going to roll through the end zone for a touchback. And it is now going to be, again, Rossville Christian ball, down 21-0, and this is where it starts to get, I know it's early, still in the first quarter, but if you're thinking of staying in the game for Rossville Christian, this is kind of crunch time.
Well, they got to do something here. They've got to do something to put a drive together and run some clock and give themselves some opportunity. They've either, penalties, fumbled, just not really clean on the offensive side of the ball.
And as a result, not the world's fastest moving first quarter with some penalties and perhaps some incomplete passes. But the only thing I'm worried about in the first quarter is that we have 21.
Well,
they have
to have 21 is where you want to be.
That's exactly right. Give up the middle to the running back, and it's a gain of about 1 or 2. That's Chris Moore. I guess it's Chris Moore. I guess the numbers change about every week, he said, but I went on the roster with Chris Moore. We're going to call him the senior, and he's
had a tackle on the play. Cashaw, Goss, Mitchell, and just a host of Raiders up front.
Well, the ball is at we'll call it the 17-yard line now. In the shotgun is Zane Orvis, a sophomore quarterback. He's got his running back Moore to his left. Orvis goes back, sees some pressure, gets his pass completed, and down at the 15, so actually a loss of 1. Gavin Brown, the receiver.
That's just a heck of a play that time by the linebacker, Trip Taylor, just reading what, the flow, where it was going, and he was right on top of it.
Absolutely, and the first quarter is over. After 1, it is Kirk 21, Rossville Christian 0, and we're back in 60 seconds on Star 92 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Neal Auto Company in Grenada is dedicated to providing the ultimate automobile buying experience. They have extensive relationships in the dealer community, allowing them to purchase a wide variety of lease return vehicles at exceptional values. This enables Neal Auto to pass along huge savings on the highest quality vehicles, and they offer a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Neal Auto, Sunset Drive, Grenada. Go Kirk Raiders.
Hey, this is Gene Bell with Renaissance Bank. In unprecedented times, you need a partner to help guide you. With Renaissance, you'll get friendly local people that listen to understand your needs and then meet them. Whether it's depositing a check with your mobile banking app or funding a business, our goal is to provide you the best options for your banking. So visit us by drive-through or appointment at our Commerce Street or Sunset Drive locations on your mobile phone or online at RenaissanceBank.com. And Dairy Raiders, whoever you see, we will have him entered.
Well, it's 21-0. Our Kirk Raiders are leading the Rossville Christian Academy Wolves. He's David McElrath. I'm Greg Slotsky, and we're watching our Raiders with a nice performance through quarter number 1. Rossville Christian faces a 3rd and 14 at their own 15. And again, David, really, the Raiders, they have 21 points, but the only ones that have stopped the Raiders have been the Raiders at times.
That's right. We stopped ourselves on that one possession. Defensively, we've been sound. So big stop right here, and we're going to get the ball back in good field position.
You bet. 3rd and 14. Orvis goes back. Orvis is hit by 3 or 4 different Raiders And I mean, they all met at Mr. Zane Orvis.
17, 23, 52, 55 for the Raiders. That's going to be Cashow, Mitchell, Boogie Snyder, just a host of Raiders. Let's see.
And we do have a player down for Rossville Christian.
Yeah,
so
who is 55, Greg?
Yeah, that's
Presley.
Yep,
Ethan Presley.
You betcha.
There.
So there is a player down for Rossville Christian, and football's a violent, hard-hitting sport, and the way that the Raiders all met at the quarterback, they had to have tossed someone out of their way quickly.
They did.
And hate to see this. Hopefully, just got the wind knocked out of him. But they are out the training.
He is moving.
Yeah.
So that is a good sign.
Yeah, that really is. Hey, David, we're going to go ahead and take another break. 11:46 to go here in the second quarter. Kirk 21, Rossville Christian nothing. We'll take a 60-second timeout and be back right after this.
Get lost! Lost Pizza in Grenada, that is. A menu filled with appetizers, salads, sandwiches, build your own or signature pizzas, Mississippi Delta hot tamales, dessert, and a new selection of lunch specials is what you're going to find at Lost Pizza. It's an outstanding atmosphere for birthdays as well. No wonder they were voted Mississippi Magazine's best pizza in 2019. 601 Old Hickory Drive. Open 7 days a week. Go Kirk Raiders and Raiderettes from everyone at Lost Pizza in Grenada.
We have the first round picks at Kirk Auto Company.
Ready to trade? We got you at Kirk Auto.
Have you seen how much money they're trading football players for?
Have you seen how much money we're giving away for cars that's being traded?
I love talking about cars and trucks.
And I love football.
What if we get a car or truck and sell it this football season?
We should sell all the cars during football season and get more cars.
Touchdown. Let's do it.
Join the winning team here at Kirk Auto Company.
We have the first round picks at Kirk Auto Company.
Ready to trade? We got you at Kirk Auto.
Have you seen how much money they're trading football players for?
Of course, Rossville Christian all huddled up on their own sideline. None of the players are out there, so we'll kind of see who they bring in at backup quarterback. Well, nobody now because it's the punting unit, so we'll see if Orvis makes it back in. Montgomery will be standing back about 4 yards deep in his end zone to kick. Grab this, please.
Got number 1, Montgomery Ferguson.
Ferguson standing back at the 45 of Rossville Christian. He's going to get the ball on a hop. 45-40, left side, 35-30, 25-20, and he is out of bounds. See where they spot him out. Right about the 24, actually, is where he goes out. But that is about a 21-yard return.
Nice return that time by Montgomery. He was able to pick the ball up and not let it get past him because that was – when the ball hit, it was scooting.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would have been 15 or 20 more yards.
At least.
Yes.
At least.
You bet. There's the Rossville Christian defense there. Kirk going to be on offense leading 21-0. 11:36 to go here in the first half of play. Whether you're watching in Hot Springs, Arkansas, maybe Overland Park, Kansas, possibly down in Florida, Chip, also near TD Ameritrade Park in Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome aboard.
Chip listening tonight.
Yes, sending us stats, man. He just loves being a part of this, and we love him being a part of it. And tell you what, he's gets in your blood, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
There is a pitch play to Wren to the right side, 25-20, and down to the 15, and flags come a-flying. Total offense, Kirk, 222 yards. Wow.
Let's see, what's the...
They're coming back, it's obviously against the Raiders, but we'll see If it's a hold or a block in the back. Holding?
Holding.
Do you think if I went down there and explained that he didn't mean to do it, that would help?
I don't think so.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask. No, probably not. But I'll tell you what. Penalty yards, one thing, but that's the only thing that's made it difficult, but we've still overcome those.
We have.
Yeah, Colbert in the shotgun. He's going to give up the middle to A.J. Wren, 35-30, down to about the 26-yard line. So that is a gain of about 8 yards. He got 8 of the 20.
Nice run that time by A.J.
He is just a slippery runner, but he's also a guy that can hit you and keep going forward.
He doesn't need much. Just give him a slight opening, and he'll do the rest.
Absolutely. 10:51, 10:50. The clock continues to run. First half of play. Raiders on the move at the 26-yard line of Rossville Christian. Second down and 13. Give is going to be to A.J. again. A.J. at the, we're going to call him the 25 and push back. We'll see if they give him forward progress. They do, so he gets a yard, and that brings up now third, and we'll call it 12. Third and 11-ish. So into the ball game now comes Theron Hubbard. $10:13 to go here in the first half. Again, the clock runs. And it's going to be Colbert in the shotgun again, going right to left on the dial, the Raiders. Theron is the running back. They give it to Theron. He's inside the 25. Ball is loose. Ball is going to maybe be recovered that time by Ross.
It's covered by number 24.
Yep, Rossville Christian got the recovery.
Number 24, Lucius. Let's see. Lucius Spradley.
Yep, Lucius Spradley, and he's a junior. He got a nice fumble recovery there. And it's 9:55 to go here in the first half of play. And let's see now if the quarterback comes back, because he got hit hard and he was actually injured. Zane Orvis, let's see if he makes it back.
Got a timeout on the field.
Yep, timeout on the field. 9:55 to go here in the first half. 21-0 Kirk, and we're back in 60 seconds on Star 92 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
America's Choice Chemical is a pest control company specializing in mosquito control with over 20 years experience. America's Choice Chemical can help fight the bite with many different options, including a barrier treatment for only $59.95 for an acre. Visit their website at acchemicalco.com or find them on Facebook. America's Choice Chemical is a licensed, bonded, and insured company, and they accept credit cards.
Brewster's H&W Compounding in Grenada combines high-quality products with personalized care. Every prescription dispensed is made in the lab by experienced pharmacists specializing in bioidentical hormones, dermatologic, dental, veterinary, and much more. They believe that being a local independent pharmacy means providing services to patients that are customized to meet their needs. Serving and supporting the Grenada area for over 50 years. Brewster's H&W Compounding, Grenada.
See Jeffries, the new quarterback in. He's in the shotgun. He fumbles the snap, and he pounces on it. The line of scrimmage was the 26, but after that loss, it's down to the 23. So it'll bring up second down and 13. So Tracy Jeffries, he's a junior, and he's in there at quarterback because Zane Orvis got his bell rung on that last sack play in that last series.
Second and 13 on the 23.
You bet. Jeffries again is in the shotgun. He's got a running back behind him, and he's going to give it to the running back, and it's Chris Moore, and Moore not much there at all. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all, and that is saying a lot because that guy is a machine, David.
He's a big kid.
9:10 to go here in quarter number 2 here at Kirk Academy. Hartley Dykes on the tackle. We'll call it 3rd and 13 as we're under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Colbert Hathcock taking some warm-up tosses on the sideline, probably just to keep loose. Jeffries on 3rd and 13 goes back, sees some pressure, and goes down. Line of scrimmage 23, that's where he ends up. And it's going to bring up a 4th down situation. 4th and about 23, 4th and 13, I should say, from the 23. So the Raiders going to get probably decent field position to start things off.
We should get Montgomery Ferguson back to receive the punt right here. He's standing on his own 44, 43, so should get good field position.
McGlamory to kick it, and he's standing at his own 12-yard line. Getting ready to get the punt off, and McGlamory gets the snap, and it's a high end-over-end kick going to the right. It's more of a pop-up, bounces at about the 32 and takes a Raider bounce down to about the 28, and a gain of 5 yards on that punt.
Wow.
There was a little bit of pressure.
It was. They rushed him up, but
really, after the fumble, David, nothing's really changed. We kind of have the ball, the same general.
Got the ball in really good field position again.
Yep, same general area. And we'll see what happens here. And pretty much it's been the Wren-Hubbard 1-2 punch at running back. Toss that in with that trick play. Carter to Colbert to Wren on the 52-yard pass play to start the scoring, make it a 47-yard pass play.
Obviously, they're giving, who's going to be in the backfield this time? Looks like
Theron Hubbard.
Theron.
Yep, 23 is Walker Staten. He's in there to the right. The slot position. Now it's Colbert rolling to the right, or throwing to the right slot inside the 20, 15-10, and down inside that 10-yard line to about, I will call it about the 9. So that is 19 yards.
Nice throw and catch from half-cock to 21, Richard Flott.
Yeah, Flott does a lot after the catch as well, and not just on that play, but in general. First and goal. We'll call it the 8. The give is to Theron up the middle inside the 5 near the goal line. Ball loose, and it's going to be a touchdown. The ball was recovered in the end zone by Rossville Christian, but he had crossed the plane according to the official, who was actually standing right on the line.
Theron's got to hold on to that football.
Well, 7:26 to go, 27-0 here with the extra point upcoming. The fireworks are back. They made it again. Neat new feature. That I don't know if it was here last year, but I love them.
Yeah.
Gunnar Vance getting ready for that extra point try. Colbert half-cock to hold. The snap is down. The kick is up. It's a line drive kick that is good, and it would have been good from about 20 more yards. 28-0 in favor of Kirk. 7:26 to go here in the first half. Let's step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Kirk Academy Raider football on Star 92.
Hey, you! Domino's is giving away $15 million in surprise frees.
Lava cake.
Other delivery apps add surprise fees.
It's not cheap.
At Domino's, we're giving out surprise frees instead.
Freeze with an R.
But we're going to let you know ahead of time. Maybe not like this, though. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free food, like lava cakes, stuffed cheesy bread, or pizza. Check the Domino's tracker to find out.
Honk if you like surprise freeze!
Well, Raiders again kicking off, and it's kind of a nice pattern to keep seeing.
It is. It tells you you're doing something right.
Absolutely. So 7:26 to go. You know what feels good is this fan up here. It's now blowing cooler air. That always helps. Line drive kick by Vance. Going to be taken at about the 15 and bobbled. And now going to the left side is the return man, and he's going to fall at the 15. That's Chris Moore. And tell you what, he's a load to bring down when he has momentum and he's coming at you, but he's easier to trip up when he's running sideways, and we got the job done.
The old saying is you don't want to run north and south. I mean, east and west, you want to run north and south.
That's exactly right. 7:19 to go here in half number one. It's Kirk 28, Rossville Christian nothing. And we'll see who the quarterback is. Tracy Jeffries had done the last series after Zane Orvis got his bell rung. We'll see who is back in there.
Looks like he's back in there.
He may be. It's hard to tell because Jeffries is also in there. No, Orvis is there. Jeffries is to his right. Now he bobbles the shotgun snap, and he pounces on it at about the 5. So that's a loss of 10 yards. Rossville Christian kind of going the wrong direction here. The clock runs 7:05 here in the first half. And again, the Raiders on defense doing a great job, and it all starts in those trenches.
It does. All starts up front.
That it does. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 20. Orvis again in the shotgun. One receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Orvis at the 1, fires it to the right, incomplete. And that ball was dropped at about the 3-yard line by Gavin Brown, the senior. Not sure how much room, David, he would have had if he caught it.
We had it covered well. Trip Taylor had come out, and also we had Montgomery Ferguson out there, but both didn't really look like that was going to make anything out of that.
But in Gavin's defense, if I saw either one of those two running at me, I would probably drop it too.
Right.
Or at least not be fully concentrating. 3rd and 20, the ball is at the 5. Orvis is in the shotgun. Orvis fires to the right, little screen pass out past the 5, the 10, and out to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards, and that is actually Jeremiah Bailey, but it's going to be 4th down and 10.
Nice play that time by Trip Taylor to run him down.
Yeah, because Bailey has some wheels.
A lot of speed that time.
That is right. Bailey has some wheels, no question, and a timeout on the field. Maybe a water break?
Looks like it is.
Okay, with that said, 6:14 to go here in the first half. Kirk 28, Rossville Christian nothing. We're back in 60 on Star 92.
We have the first round picks at Kirk Auto Company.
Ready to trade? We got you at Kirk Auto.
Have you seen how much money they're trading football players for?
Have you seen how much money we're giving away for cars that's being traded?
I love talking about cars and trucks.
And I love football.
What if we get a car or truck and sell it this football season?
We should sell all the cars during football season and get more cars.
Touchdown. Let's do it.
Join the winning team here at Kirk Auto Company.
Cross Country Seeds is there for you in every season. From planting to harvest, hunting to cooking up the catch, they carry pottery, wind chimes, and decorations to make your home country fresh. And look no further than Cross Country Seeds for all of your pet, hunting dog, or farm animal feed and medications. Cross Country Seeds is there for you in every season. Sunset Loop, Grenada. Good luck, Kirk Academy Raiders, from everyone at Cross Country Seeds.
McGlamory gets a high pop-up, end-over-end punt that's going to drop at about the 38, take a little bit of a Rossville Christian bounce, and then just go to about the 46-yard line. So, David, the ball is basically on the Wolves' side of the field the whole game. 28-0 Kirk with 5:59 to go first half.
We have played every possession except one on their side of the 50. And we're starting this one on the 41. So,
and the one we had on our side was a 91-yard drive.
Correct.
Well,
I take it back. It's been 2.
Well, the first one was the
long pass, and then we drove it 91 yards. But the rest of it has been played on their side of the field.
That's exactly right, which is what you love to see. And it's now going to be a new quarterback in there.
Carter.
It is Carter, you betcha. Carter Hathcock is in there. He gives it to A.J. Wren, the line of scrimmage, the 41. A.J. scoots inside the 40 to the 35, still going, and down to hopefully about the 30. Well, they'll give him the 34-yard line. Carter Hathcock, the new quarterback, in there. And the clock runs at 5:45 to go here in the first half. Again, a Kirk 28-0 lead. Good to see Carter getting some snaps with a lot of the other starters in. In fact, all of the starters in.
Gives him a lot, an opportunity to get some good playing time and needed, and get some experience.
Exactly right.
He's a big kid with some pads on too.
Oh, absolutely. I weigh the same as these football players. My dimensions are just different.
That's right.
The give is up the middle. A.J. Wren cuts to the right side inside the 35-30, inside the 25, down to about the 22-yard line, and that's another chunk of yards, a gain of 12.
Nice run that time by A.J.
Big
run. Picked up another Raider first down.
Clock stops to move the chains, but at 5:01, make that 5 minutes, and the clock now starts running again. Again, the clock will be continuously running if the Raiders get up by a minimum of 35. You don't like to count your chickens before they hatch, but you'd like to think that would be a good possibility of happening at some point here, based on how everything else has gone. Carter's going to give it up the middle, and it's going to be Wren again inside the 20 to the left side, to the 15, the 10, the 5, reaches for the end zone. At the 1, he is down. The ball comes loose, and I think Rossville Christian says they have it in the end zone.
They look like they're going to mark it on about the 2.
So they mark it down for Wren.
Yeah.
But again, Theron actually had one where we got in the end zone, it came loose.
Yeah.
Still a tough, close call that you don't want to have an official have to make.
True. And he was trying to reach it for the goal.
Yeah,
and,
I love the effort.
Obviously but his knee was down.
Yep.
So we'll get the ball. Looks like first and goal on the 1.
Love the effort. 4:10 to go. Clock runs first half. Raiders leading and in command, 28-0. Carter Hathcock with Wren behind him. Going to give to Wren right up the middle. Wren hits a white brick wall and still manages to get across the goal line. He only needed the 1 yard to go, and Wren got it. So at 3:53 left to go in the second quarter, Wren a 1 yard touchdown run. 34-0 in favor of the Kirk Raiders. Vance again to try the extra point. The snap is down, the kick is up, the kick is through there with authority. And with 3:53 to go, it is 35-0 here, second quarter of action. 35-0 Kirk. Let's see, 21.
Ready for a new roof? Well, nobody ever really is. But when you need one, we hope you'll think of Dixie Roofing Incorporated in Winona. They are licensed, insured, bonded, and one of the most respected in the business. Residential, commercial, flat, shingles, or metal, they've literally got you covered. Dixie Roofing is a family business established in 1966 and still family operated using the same honest principles.
And obviously we found that, made a couple of costly penalties, but other than the costly penalties, it's been a good ball game tonight.
Absolutely right on the kickoff. Gavin Brown got the line drive kick, and then slipped and fell right around the 14-yard line. So that's where Rossville Christian will take over. You know, the other thing, too, David, that is important is you never know when these guys that get this valuable experience will be called on in an important game because of an injury.
Well, you know, they're getting the opportunity tonight. Some of these young guys that have not had the opportunity, they're getting some playing time, and they're going to be needed in certain situations.
You betcha. The clock
down the line.
You bet. The clock is running now. It's Orvis in the shotgun. Orvis is going to give it to Chris Moore going to the left side. Moore out past the 10 and Moore to about the 14-yard line. And that's the line of scrimmage. So the handoff started way in the backfield. Basically now it will be a 2nd down and 10 situation. I mean, there's a nice crowd here from Kirk.
Good crowd tonight.
You bet. Some
good
folks,
weather.
You bet. Hey, Coach Kendall Hunter shout out. He was very gracious and nice to call me today and to help me out with the lineups and such for Rossville Christian Academy. So thank you so much for doing that, Coach. Man, it makes, as you know, makes the broadcast so much easier.
It does. It really does.
Appreciate you, Coach. There's a pass to the right side, incomplete, intended for Gavin Brown. Yeah, the clock is continuing to run because of the.
Who's number 5 out on the corner for the Raiders?
Yeah, there you go. You can have that, and I will keep everything else from blowing away.
Got Cody James.
Nice.
13. That's Taylor Leverett. 30. Will Hartley. Got some new faces in the. Got Logan Pratt at the other corner, but giving some of these kids some opportunity to get some good playing time.
Oh, absolutely. Orvis gets the screen pass to the right side. Now it's a catch, and they're going to the left, and he's actually got some speed there. It's Bailey, and Bailey has some yardage, and Bailey gets out to about the, 16-yard line.
Yeah. Comes all the way back around.
Not going to be
50 yards all the way back around the other side of the field.
Yes, and all for about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah.
So time to punt the ball away. Clock is continuing to run because of the 35-0 score. And it'll be Montgomery Ferguson standing back at about the 47-yard line of Rossville Christian.
Punter standing at around the 2.
Yep.
So still ought to get good field position.
Absolutely. McGlamory standing, like David said, around the 2. Kind of a high snap. Gets a sideways kickoff, though, and it's going to be taken and fumbled, and the ball is still down at about the 13-yard line. And they did give the ball to Rossville Christian on the fumbled punt return, and that was Montgomery Ferguson. Kind of a line drive type kick.
It was. Not a good decision by Montgomery that time.
But you'd rather have a learning experience being up 35-zip.
That's right.
That's the key. Clock is stopped now with 50.7 seconds to go in the first half. It is all Kirk here tonight at 35-0. Here's the defensive chart for you there. Orvis is in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bailey in motion to the left, and they give the handoff to him. He's to the 35 to the 40, going to the left side, and I think that's enough for a first down out past the 45. Or are they going to get him about the 44, which would make it 2nd down and 1?
Yeah, he's going to be a little short. But I think they did call a time, or got out of bounds.
Something happened. That's weird.
Must call a timeout.
They had to have, because if it's a running clock, yeah.
Yes. Well. Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, just to stop the clock. Maybe not to huddle up with coach or anything.
Correct.
But yeah, 24 seconds to go here in the first half. All Raiders tonight. Love those 3 words.
That's right.
2 receivers go wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. Orvis is back in the shotgun. He lobs it left. He's incomplete at about the 37-yard line. And a flag comes off, and a flag comes down, a helmet comes off. And we might have unsportsmanlike against somebody. Hard to tell until we get the call from the official. Looks like Mason Carey's helmet came flying off. So let's see what
looks like it's going to be on Kirk. Looks like it was
personal foul on the Raiders.
I think it was on 20. I think it was on 26, Peyton Mitchell.
I couldn't see. All I saw was the helmet come flying off, and with 13 seconds to go now, the ball will be at the 42-yard line of the Raiders.
Peyton's coming out.
Yep. Rossville Christian, their best drive of the night. And, yeah, he's got to talk to Coach Beagle there, so not a fun time. Orvis goes to the right, incomplete at about the 20 with 7.9 to go. Now, maybe the clock stops inside of a certain amount of time.
Well, I think he called another timeout.
Okay.
Got one. Looks like he got one timeout left.
All righty, and that's, again, with 7.9 to go. Wonderful scoreboard here at Kirk.
Yeah.
And Peggy, we've already got our commercials in, and it's halftime.
Okay.
So, love it. I say our commercials, we love giving our sponsors not only their commercials, but doubling them up when we can. All about saying thank you and partnering up and getting great exposure. Orvis goes back. He's sacked, dropped the ball. Kirk recovered at 2.6 seconds to go. So with 2.6 seconds to go,
that was
Hartley Dykes got the recovery.
Trey Cashaw knocked the ball loose.
Very nice. 2.6 to go. The assist and the recovery. Cashaw and Dykes. And the Raiders getting final instructions here for this last 2.6 seconds. Carter Hathcock again coming out at quarterback. You have to figure that Colbert probably done for the night. Sometimes the starters come in for a series maybe in the second half, but for the most part he's done for tonight. You would think, I guess I better grab this. Raiders getting a new player in the lineup.
Who's that, number 62?
I better go ahead and grab this if you don't mind, David. There are name changes aplenty. The give is up the middle to Theron. He is breaking a tackle at the 45, inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. That's an 11-yard gain, and it's halftime.
That's right.
Wow. Can't remember the last time it was a 35-0 Raider lead at half. I'm
halftime.
Loving this. Raiders all over things here, playing very, very well. And it's halftime here at Kirk Academy in Grenada. Raiders 35, Rossville Christian nothing. We're back in 2 minutes on Star 92 and Fuller Digital Solutions. Stay tuned.
Meet your beauty BFF, Merle Norman's Ultra Powder Foundation. Your best foundation forever. It's ultra versatile, letting you apply wet or dry. Buildable for sheer to full coverage with a velvety matte flawless finish. And a wide range of shades from light to dark that work for any skin type. Ultra Powder Foundation. Your best foundation forever. Merle Norman. Visit your nearest Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio for your personalized service.
America's Choice Chemical is a pest control company specializing in mosquito control with over 20 years experience. America's Choice Chemical can help fight the bite with many different options, including a barrier treatment for only $59.95 for an acre. Visit their website at acchemicalco.com or find them on Facebook. America's Choice Chemical is a licensed, bonded, and insured company, and they accept credit cards.
We, as Farm Bureau agents, not only sell the company for Farm Bureau, but we sell ourselves. And your insurance is only as good as your agent. And if you've got someone that you know is there and available 24/7, you've got their cell phone number, you can call them with any question at any time. And we have a local Farm Bureau here in Grenada, but then our state is all just in the state of Mississippi. We're right here with you at home too. I am Marianne Bell with Farm Bureau Insurance in Grenada, Mississippi, and we are the home team.
Offering primary care.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
By a score of 35-0. Scoring got underway very, very quickly. In fact, it was play number 1. It was a trick play by the Raiders. Carter Hathcock actually started the game at quarterback, lateraled to his brother Colbert, who is the other quarterback. He was standing to his left about 5 or so yards, maybe about 8 yards, and then Colbert just lobbed up a pass to A.J. Wren, who caught it and ran it on in. About a 47-yard pass play. The ball was in the air about 25 yards, maybe 30 yards. Wren caught it at about the 15 with not a soul around him and took it all the way home. 7-0 Raiders. That with 11:48 left to go in the first quarter. Raiders and Wren struck again at 6:45 to go in the first quarter. A 55-yard touchdown run by A.J. put the Raiders up 14-0. Then, with 58 seconds left in the first, a 6-yard touchdown run by Theron Hubbard, and that made the score 21-0 in favor of the Raiders. Second quarter scoring included Theron Hubbard with an 8-yard touchdown run, making it 28-0 in favor of Kirk. And at 3:53 to go second quarter, a 1-yard touchdown run by Hubbard once again. And the halftime score after the extra point, 35-0. Gunnar Vance, hats off to him on a great job kicking those extra points with authority. And, of course, Colbert's done a nice job punting the ball. Hasn't had to that much, but he kicks it with authority as well. Carter Hathcock getting some time in at quarterback as well, as the Raiders have this one in hand. And a lot of other youngsters getting some time in as well on the line based on what we've seen in the first half of play. So the clock started running with about, as we mentioned, 3:53 left in the second quarter because of the 35-point differential. And that's where we are right now, 35-0 in favor of the Kirk Raiders. We're going to step aside again. Again, 35-0 Kirk at halftime. We're in Grenada, and you are watching Star 92 and Fuller Digital Solutions. And we're back in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Neal Auto Company in Grenada is dedicated to providing the ultimate automobile buying experience. They have extensive relationships in the dealer community, allowing them to purchase a wide variety of lease return vehicles at exceptional values. This enables Neal Auto to pass along huge savings on the highest quality vehicles, and they offer a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Neal Auto, Sunset Drive, Grenada. Go Kirk Raiders!
Get lost! Lost Pizza in Grenada, that is. A menu filled with appetizers, salads, sandwiches, build your own or signature pizzas, Mississippi Delta hot tamales, dessert, and a new selection of lunch specials is what you're going to find at Lost Pizza. It's an outstanding atmosphere for birthdays as well. No wonder they were voted Mississippi Magazine's best pizza in 2019. 601 Old Hickory Drive. Open 7 days a week. Go Kirk Raiders and Raiderettes from everyone at Lost Pizza in Grenada.
Is it time for your yearly eye checkup? A Look Ahead Optics in Grenada is there for you. Get your contacts updated by Dr. Eddie Brown or Dr. Justin Zampella, or the outstanding staff at A Look Ahead Optics can show you the great variety of name brand awesome glasses they have. Check out their Maui Jim, Revo, and other great sunglasses. A Look Ahead Optics, 1329 Sunset Drive in Grenada. Open Monday through Friday.
better to serve you. Stop in or call.
Grenada State Bank will always take care of its customers.
This past April was 13 years that Grenada State Bank has been involved in the Grenada community because of the trust that this community has in Grenada State Bank. And for that, Grenada State Bank says thank you.
Personally, for me, I've worked at the bank for many years. I truly love my job.
Grenada State Bank will always be here for you.
Grenada State Bank, a branch of Cleveland State Bank, bank on a better future with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 407859.
The Wolves coming your way from about 40 miles east of Memphis. They made the trip down to Grenada, and as you look at the halftime stats, what you're seeing is 310 total yards in one half for the Raiders. That includes 216 rushing yards and 94 passing yards. And that worked? Which one? There we go. All right, good enough. Thanks, David. 310 total yards for the Raiders, only 15 yards for Rossville Christian. 15, so that's 25, I believe, through the air and negative 10 on the ground. So it is, again, all Kirk Academy here. And 35-0. I guess we're going to go ahead, David, and take another break. And, well, I guess we'll bring you on here for just a second and get your thoughts on how things are going. It's all Raiders.
Well, it has. It's been all Raiders this first half, and it's kind of what we expected. Kirk had the ball in good field position the whole first half. We shot ourselves in the foot on two possessions. Could have easily had two more scores, but Kirk's ahead 35-0. As we said, that's been a long time coming. We'll take that. That's a big positive, and look forward to a good second half.
That's exactly right. We'll talk more about halftime, how things unfolded in the first half, see how the prediction before the game as far as what the Raiders needed to do to be successful, see if those things have come true. Most of them have, no question about it, and we'll go from there. 35-0 Raiders at the break. We're back in 3 minutes on Star 92 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Grenada State Bank will always take care of its customers.
This past April was 13 years that Grenada State Bank has been involved in the Grenada community because of the trust that this community has in Grenada State Bank. And for that, Grenada State Bank says thank you.
Personally, for me, I've worked at the bank for many years. I truly love my job.
Grenada State Bank will always be here for you.
Grenada State Bank, a branch of Cleveland State Bank, bank on a better future with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 407859.
But it's hard. I know. I was thinking about that, and I don't know how.
America's Choice Chemical is a pest control company specializing in mosquito control with over 20 years experience. America's Choice Chemical can help fight the bite with many different options, including a barrier treatment for only $59.95 for an acre. Visit their website at acchemicalco.com or find them on Facebook. America's Choice Chemical is a licensed, bonded, and insured company, and they accept credit cards.
Brewster's H&W Compounding in Grenada combines high-quality products with personalized care. Every prescription dispensed is made in the lab by experienced pharmacists specializing in bioidentical hormones, dermatologic, dental, veterinary, and much more. They believe that being a local independent pharmacy means providing services to patients that are customized to meet their needs. Serving and supporting the Grenada area for over 50 years. Brewster's H&W Compounding, Grenada.
Central Air is just sounding awful now.
Cross Country Seeds is there for you in every season. From planting to harvest, hunting to cooking up the catch, they carry pottery, wind chimes, and decorations to make your home country fresh. And look no further than Cross Country Seeds for all of your pet, hunting dog, or farm animal feed and medications. Cross Country Seeds is there for you in every season. Sunset Loop, Grenada. Good luck, Kirk Academy Raiders, from everyone at Cross Country Seeds.
Jimmy Powell or Painhole, eh?
Ready for a new roof? Well, nobody ever really is. But when you need one, we hope you'll think of Dixie Roofing Incorporated in Winona. They are licensed, insured, bonded, and one of the most respected in the business. Residential, commercial, flat, shingles, or metal, they've literally got you covered. Dixie Roofing is a family business established in 1966 and still family operated using the same honest principles.
Sunset Drive locations on your mobile phone.
Hey, you! Domino's is giving away $15 million in surprise frees.
Lava cake.
Other delivery apps add surprise fees.
It's not cheap.
At Domino's, we're giving out surprise frees instead.
Freeze with an R.
But we're going to let you know ahead of time. Maybe not like this, though. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free food, like lava cakes, stuffed cheesy bread, or pizza. Check the Domino's tracker to find out.
Honk if you like surprise freeze.
You know, you get out of a game like this with no injuries. I think at this point is the main thing after you've got the win. Got the win.
Well, actually, that obviously that's what you want. Is to come out injury with the injury bug that doesn't bite you on a game like this, because we go into this game with a lot of hope, to get through this, and this was a very winnable ball game tonight. So. But you got to play. Yep. And when you show up and play, things can happen, unexpected things. And we don't want to we want to go out there and play hard and don't, the old saying, don't look to get hurt. So we've gone out there and played good ball the first half, and hopefully we can come out and finish this thing and go to the house with a win.
Absolutely right, and a pretty win, too. You want to play just as hard and do just as well, no matter what the score is, and go from there. So we'll see how things go in the second half. But Coach had mentioned he was expecting the team to be locked in mentally and physically tonight, and he has not been disappointed on that note. There have been a few penalties, but we've also overcome them.
We have. I think I told you earlier, I went and had supper with the team last night, and that was one of the big things that they talked about, eliminating penalties.
Nice.
In a game like this, obviously it's been one of those things that hadn't cost us, but we've got to get better, and we've got to concentrate, and you talk about being physically tough. You got to be mentally tough when it comes to football, and a mental game is when you're tired, when you got to dig down deep and concentrate on what's going on, and that's just something we got to get better at.
Well, it is, and it'll happen with the course of time. It's building that winning culture, no doubt about it, and it comes in stages, and you improve on that about every week. We're a minute or so away from the start of the second half based on the scoreboard, but not sure if they'll put more time up or not. But, David, one other thing, I just wanted to give a shout-out as well. Chip Graham has been texting me. He's been actually texting me stats at the end of the first quarter and at halftime. So thank you so much for Chip. And, of course, Scott Short helping as well. So appreciate all that. Also, shout-out to my folks watching in you're going to love this one. They're in Hot Springs, Arkansas on vacation. My mom and Larry, and, of course, my dad watching with Peggy in Overland Park, Kansas. And this one's going to make a lot of people jealous. My friend Vicki Rogers, watching up, lives a block and a half from TD Ameritrade Park in Omaha.
Really?
College World Series like you can't believe up there.
Getting to watch Raider Nation on Friday night.
That's right. How do you beat that? On Fuller Digital Solutions, listening as well on localgrenada.com. So talk about coming together as a group with friends and family. You got to love it. David, they put a couple more minutes back on the clock, 35-0 in favor of the Raiders here. And so in the second half, I'm expecting to see a lot of new names, a lot of new numbers, and let's just keep the injuries from happening. The clock will run. And again, as far as things going on Star 92, Mississippi State football tomorrow against Memphis. They're on the road. Of course, Ole Miss is actually, they're playing home against Tulane. That'll be a good one. Tulane, one of those teams that doesn't sound intimidating, but they gave Oklahoma all they could handle, 40-35 a couple of weeks ago. So should be a great game. Of course, the Lane Train's got them going. They're in, no doubt, got them going in Oxford.
It is, we're going to go up tomorrow and watch Ole Miss play, and it's, Tulane's going to be a much different ball team than what Ole Miss saw last week, and they're going to have to, they're going to have to be ready tomorrow. As you said, 2 weeks ago, Tulane gave Oklahoma all they wanted. Oklahoma jumped out to a big lead and just, I guess, thought they were going to put it in
overdrive
and
just
cruise control and just coast on home. And next thing you know, they got a ball game and they can't close it.
The only one who didn't realize that was supposed to be how it went was Tulane.
That's right.
They kept playing.
They did.
Which is another example, really, of why we, you don't want to run the score up too much, but you still don't want to totally take your foot off the gas if you're the Raiders here. Just play solid football. Of course, the clock will run, so that'll keep the score from getting, too inflated. Just concentrate on nice, crisp plays and go from there. So we're getting ready to start here this second half. Glad to have you with us here on Star 92. Chip Graham also watching down in Florida. Big thanks to him for getting those stats like I mentioned earlier, and Chip will be back next week as well. It's cooling off here too, David. Who has a problem with that?
All right, it's very nice from where it started.
Yes, not Greg Slotsky, I can promise you that. So, with that said, getting ready to start things off here. And right now, again, it will be Raider ball here as kickoff is upcoming. Montgomery going left to right.
Got Theron Ward and looks like Montgomery Ferguson back for the Raiders.
You bet. And it won't really matter. It's an onside kick. Is it going to go the 10 yards?
Not going to make it.
It is not. It goes the 8 yards. Hey, it was close, and it was a good thought. But the clock does continue to run. 11:45 to go here in the third. Again, running clock because the Raiders are up 35-0. Ball at the 49 officially. 1st and 10 Raiders. Football Friday. Where do the seasons go, though? It starts, and then it's exciting. It's always exciting, but then you look up, you blink, and then it's about game 5 or 6 every year.
It goes fast, and that's what I told. We talked about last night with the kids. How fast this year goes, and how exciting it is to get started. But I'm gonna tell you, it goes fast.
Oh, buddy, does it ever? The give is going to be to Theron. Theron inside the 45, 40, 35, down to the 30. There's 19 yards on one run. Again, they just come in chunks.
Nice run off the left-hand side for the Raiders.
David,
big hole that time.
Yeah, David, that's a pattern you were mentioning, too. The left side is really doing a great job tonight. And, of course, again, it's all about matchups. Next week, the right side may be the place to go, and you never know. That's a great job by Coach Beagle and his staff of utilizing that matchup. Now we have an injured player getting up a little slowly. That's Jeremiah Bailey. 10-17, the clock runs here in the third. Bailey walking off. Getting some help from some coaches here, an assistant. That looks like a trainer, I guess. Clock does continue to run, so this will be a fast-moving second half. But 35-0 Raiders. Again, the key just to get out without injuries and go from there. And you do want to play crisp on every play.
You do. You want, these young kids getting the opportunity. They need to learn, and they need to learn to play and do the little things well tonight.
Exactly. Carter Hathcock, the quarterback, he gives to Theron up the middle. And
I'm going to tell you, I watched Trey Cashaw pull that time, and he pulled around in a hole, and I promise you he drove the linebacker 15 yards down. And that's,
wow.
As an offensive lineman, that's what you want to see.
Absolutely. Another injured player is down here for Rossville Christian. You hate to see that. 9:15 to go. I guess their clock's still running. They haven't announced to stop it yet with an injured player, so that's kind of unique. But Clock does continue to run, so, I mean, we're going to keep it right here as long as the game is going. That he is in some pain, but now sitting up, so. Wow. I'm shocked that they actually haven't told him to stop the clock. They won't stop it. Okay, gotcha. Because normally, you know, if it's an incomplete pass, they keep it rolling, but on something where there's no action. But they're going to go ahead. I guess it started with about 10 minutes left, so here we go. They did stop it now at 8:38 to go here in the third quarter. So, David, he's still down. He's moving.
Yeah, it looks like it's either a knee, looks like a right knee or an ankle. I can't, maybe down, maybe fooling with his ankle.
Yeah, no doubt. What we're going to do, we're going to take a break. It is 35-0 Raiders, 8:38 left to go here in the third. We're going to take a break, and, well, now they must have heard me say that because they are bringing him up, and he's going to walk off. So we'll keep it right here. But, again, 35-0, and he gets a nice round of applause from the Kirk fans. He's a good player. That's Tracy Jeffries limping off now. And, man, he had to come in and play quarterback, if you recall, because Orvis got injured for a couple series, and he's walking off slowly now. So the clock is going to start running again at 8:30. Well, now it's stopped. It was 8:38. Now it's at 8:36. But as soon as the play starts, well, it's running again now. So Carter Hathcock is in the shotgun. Carter in the shotgun. He's got Theron Hubbard in the backfield to his right. Give is to Hubbard. Hubbard inside the 25, the 20, to the 15, the 10. Goes to the left to the 5, and he is going to score.
Nice run by Theron Hubbard that time, and made some really good cuts, but it was a hole that you could have driven a Mack truck through.
Or even we could have run through.
I think I really believe I could have. I might could have gotten through that.
I could have stumbled through it, but maybe made it. It would have been iffy. That's a 28-yard touchdown run with about 8 minutes left in the third. And it's about to be 42-0 based on the way that Vance has been kicking tonight on those extra points. Snap is down, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So, clock runs, 7:15 to go here in the third. Clock running, 42-0 in favor of the Raiders. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Star 92 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Well, indeed you are, and it is a 42-0 Raider lead. And Chip Graham, another shout-out for bringing the lamp last week. Is that too bright?
No.
Okay, good deal, because it's nice to actually see the roster. Is that too bright, Peggy? Good deal. There's a line drive kick down the left side of the field and through the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. So with 5:58 to go in the third, 42-0 in favor of the Kirk Raiders. It's going to be the Raiders on defense once again. David, you mind if I hold this roster because there's going to be...
No, go right ahead.
Good deal. In fact, I'll tell you what.
Got a lot of I see a lot of young Raiders going in. Let's see.
Yeah, you hold on to the Raiders roster. I'm going to take care of the Wolves on offense since there's a lot of new faces for Kirk here.
18 Greer in, number 10 Ethan Prestige, Number 60, let's see. It's going to be Matthew McWhorter.
Very nice.
32.
Well, right now, Zane Orvis is in the shotgun. Orvis is going to look kind of a broken.
Chandler Beisel.
Very nice.
Nice play that time by number 33, Chandler Beisel.
Yeah, absolutely. The line of scrimmage was the 28. He lost 8 yards on that one. And at 4:50 to go here in the third quarter, again, clock runs, and it is third down. Wait, make that. Yeah, third down and a lot. I guess. Let's see. Ball is at the 20. Now they need to get. It's 3rd and 10, so. Or 2nd and 10. Sorry, the scoreboard's confusing me there. Maybe it's the humidity and me not registering everything. I don't know. 2nd and 10. The ball is at the 20. I thought the chain gang had put up third down. That's what fooled me there. Passes to the left. He's got a man and breaks a tackle at the 25 out to about the 27, 28-yard line. And it's going to bring up now 3rd and about 2 yards to go. And that was a nice catch and run for Gavin Brown of Rossville Christian.
Alex Flaut, better known as G Flaut, on the tackle. It's good to see him in and get an opportunity. 62. Let's see who is Hunter Graves. Just a host of young Raiders out there tonight. That's good to get an opportunity.
Absolutely. There's a run up the middle. That's
nice tackle.
Yeah, Chris Moore gets it up to across the 30, a gain of 3. Go ahead.
That was Taylor Leverett on the tackle, number 13.
Nice. And at 3:15 to go here in the third quarter, again the clock runs. All
number
Raiders.
80, Dawson Rose in the ball game for the Rebels. For the Raiders. I'm thinking about tomorrow, man.
Look at David. Ready for that?
Already tomorrow. I've already tossed this, chalked this one up as a victory tonight. Yep. So I'm going from the Raiders to the Rebels.
He's thinking Tulane right now. Clock runs, 2:45, pass incomplete.
Let's see, number 11. We've got Seth Short in the ball game.
Good deal. 2:28 to go. The clock keeps running. Again, this is going to be a fast-moving second half because the clock will just keep on running. We're going to keep you updated on the time, but if you're thinking it's moving extra quickly, it's not your imagination. It is a running clock. So 2:15 to go here in the third. Orvis goes back over the middle, pass incomplete.
Oh, almost.
That could have been almost intercepted.
Intercepted that time by number 11, Seth Short.
And it was intended for the other number 11, Jackson Reeves, the freshman. And so now it's 3rd and 10 as we have 1:50 left here in the third. Again, Rossville Christian football trailing 42-0. It's been all Raiders, 15 yards of offense for the Wolves in the second half. In the first half, I should say. There's a screen pass to the right side. Chris Moore broke a tackle out past the 30 to about the 34, but it's still going to bring up 4th down and about 6, David.
Nice hustle to the ball. The tackle was eventually made that time by Logan Pratt, but had 2 Raiders come up, just missed. 29 is going to be back deep for the Raiders. That's going to be Wyatt Buchanan.
All right, Wyatt, let's see what we can do here. A minute left in the third. Punting the ball will be McGlamory. Aaron McGlamory. He's also a receiver, so he does a little of everything. Now it looks like they may go for it. They have gone back into the shotgun. Orvis is back. Orvis screen passes it to the left to Moore. Moore goes to the left. He's going to get hit, and he is not going to get there. And that was a collision and a half at the 30.
I was trying to get a number there. That's going to be 29, Peyton Mitchell, but the original one that made the Let me see. Who was that? Let's give that to Taylor Leverett. He made the initial contact in the backfield, and
then there was a hard collision. Hey,
Wyatt Buchanan finished him off.
All righty, end of the third. Raiders 42, Rossville Christian nothing. We're back with the fourth quarter in 60 seconds on Star 92 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Let them carry your groceries to your car at the Grocery Basket in Grenada. You will see helpful, friendly staff from the minute you walk in until the last grocery bag is placed in your vehicle. They offer fresh produce and their meat is cut daily. The neat and clean environment will enhance your pleasant shopping experience. The Grocery Basket, 1770 Commerce Street, where we put more in your basket for less. Like them on Facebook. Good luck to the Kirk Academy Raiders from everyone at the Grocery Basket.
Your groceries to your car at the Grocery Basket in Grenada. You will see helpful, friendly staff from the minute you walk in until the last grocery bag is placed in your
Family Health Clinic of Grenada's mission is to provide personalized, high-quality care on an as-needed or preventative basis. They are a full-service family practice offering primary care, well child exams, annual sports and DOT physicals, full lab testing, diabetes management, and women's health care in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Family Health Clinic with Jennifer Goss and Rebecca Franklin, Sunset Drive, Grenada. Good luck, Kirk Academy Raiders and Raiderettes.
You're doing a great job on Fuller Digital Solution with the video side of things. And we have one more quarter of football between a 4-1 record for the Raiders and until a 4-1 record for the Raiders. There you go. Heat's getting to me. Pardon me.
We've got the ball 1st and 10.
Yep.
On the 30-yard line.
You betcha. The give is to a new running back in there. No, it's not. It's Theron. Hubbard is inside the 20 to the 15, inside the 10, and down to the 9.
You know, Theron is doing a great job. You know, something I really would like to see a little bit more out of Theron is keep going, running the ball straight ahead hard.
Yeah.
He wants to stop and go either direction. He'll learn, though. He'll learn. He's doing a great job tonight, though.
You bet. And for the record, there are times you do need to juke folks.
It is.
So I'll tell you, that's we have got a 1-2 punch like you can't believe with Wren and with Theron.
Well,
Hubbard.
Theron is getting an opportunity to learn how to find the holes, run the holes, and
and Carter goes handoff to the left side, and that's Gunnar Vance. And he's still up, and
he is still up.
He's down, but he was fighting and battling. Was he ever? 10.5, make that 10:40 left to go here in the ball game. 42-0 Raiders. They're knocking on the door once again. And that clock is continuing to run. No wind out there either. Looking at the flags, they are completely not moving. Completely still. So Gunnar Vance looks to be the running back.
If you ran a post to the middle, it's wide open. If you could.
Oh, there's a snap over Carter's head. He dives on it about the 29-yard line, and that's going to be a loss. And that was over his head, and glad we recovered.
Gunnar Vance recovered the fumble that time.
Okay, good deal. Good hustle to get back there and get it. 9:45 to go here in the ball game. This is now a 2nd down and goal at the 30. So the starters' nights are obviously done. Starters' night done for the Raiders. Carter gets the snap in the shotgun, and he gives it to Gunnar Vance. He goes to the right, 25-20, 15-10, and he gets tackled at about the 4-yard line.
Nice run that time by Gunnar.
Kind of got bent in half there at the end, but he's tough. 9:08 to go.
Boy, this Powerade really helped out tonight.
Oh, you better believe it.
Y'all need to stop down and get you something at the concession stand tonight, and then from there go to that Raider shop and get you a shirt or a top or something.
How about the part where you get a couple of hot dogs and burgers?
I'm telling you, go down and get you a couple of hot dogs and burgers and then head to the Raider shop.
There you go. Carter rolls to his right. He's going to be sacked at about the 15-yard line. That was a good play there defensively, and that was a tough play there, and good job defensively, and that was 4th down. So Raiders went for it, and now 8:23 to go. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for Rossville. And on that last tackle for Rossville Christian was Chris Moore. So the clock runs with 8:10 to go. 42-0 in favor of the Kirk Raiders. Going to be 4-1 here in about 8 minutes and 2 seconds. And, of course, Rossville Christian now breaks their huddle and comes out. The clock's been running this entire time during the change of possession. 2 receivers go wide to the right. In the shotgun is Orvis. Orvis rolls to his right. He fires it, and it's incomplete at about the 20. Had a little bit of room to run, did the intended receiver. Looks like that was Jeremiah Bailey.
Bailey and
I beg your pardon. Gavin Brown.
Short. Seth Short looked like he may have gotten a hand in there that time.
Yeah, it was actually Gavin Brown, so on the intended receiver side of things there. I just love this solid win by the Raiders. As we have now 7:05 to go in this one. Zane Orvis has his team up there. 2 receivers go wide to the right. Orvis in the shotgun. He's got a running back to his right. Orvis a couple steps to the right. Now he trips and falls at about the 11-yard line. I don't know exactly what that look was.
I don't either.
He was looking like he may have wanted to run or throw.
Obviously it was he had an option to run and throw.
And his body just kind of shut down.
Yeah.
I guess he couldn't quite make the decision, and now it's going to be 3rd and 15. The ball at the 10-yard line of Rossville Christian. Kudos to you as well, buddy. I have not seen that wasp in about 3 quarters.
We got him on out of here.
That's right.
We sent him packing.
That's right. I actually put up a sign that said no wasps, and so it knew to stay away. There's Orvis lobbing a pass to the right, incomplete at about the 35, and that was Jeremiah Bailey, the intended receiver, turned around to try to grab it. And it was actually a pretty good throw.
It was good throw, but it's tough when you're looking over one shoulder and then got to turn all the way around and try to catch it.
Absolutely, and that ball, it looks like it's coming in nice and slow when you're in the stands or in the press box. When it is real speed and you're doing exactly what you just mentioned, David, it's not easy. So punting the ball now will be obviously McGlamory again, standing at his own goal line.
Got Gunnar Vance standing at the Rossville 40.
Yeah, about the 40-ish. So it's going to be great field position again. 5:23 to go here in your ball game. Player runs in for Rossville Christian at the last second. McGlamory gets the snap. McGlamory somehow got that off. There was some pressure there. It's a line drive, one hop. It goes to Vance, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Makes a man miss inside the 15 and down to about the 11-yard line. I mean, wow. Raiders knocking on that door again at 4:54 to go, and the clock runs. I mean, Vance, he can kick, he can return. If that's not a special teams player.
Gunner's done a great job tonight.
Absolutely. So Raiders in their last-minute huddle here with Coach Beagle. 4:20 to go here in your ball game. Carter Hathcock is in the shotgun. Theron Hubbard is behind him. And the give is now to Hubbard. He's up the middle inside the 5, going to the left, and he's going to get in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Hubbard, a gain of 10 yards. With about 3:48 to go in the ball game. Cool. Thank you, Brock. What a good lamp holder. 4 touchdowns. Hubbard going to be the player of the game. 150-ish yards rushing, you bet. Theron Hubbard.
Good choice.
Yes, that's it. Thanks, Brock. We'll talk to you later, man. 3:20 to go. They're getting ready to kick the extra point after the 10-yard run. Snap is down. The kick is blocked. And so it's 48-0. Now the Brian Dubard Home Improvement Player of the Game is going to Theron Hubbard. He ends up with 4 touchdowns. He also ends up with around 150 yards rushing as of right now. So Brian Dubard Player of the Game goes again to Theron Hubbard. Also, as I glance down here, I'll check something else out here for you, that Mr. and Mrs. Andrew Flott, of course, are sitting in the Sleepy Steve's seat of the game below us. Best seat in the house. Hey, the clock keeps running, David, 2:25. We're probably going to have, what, maybe 3 plays?
Probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so.
All Raiders tonight, 48-zip. Man, David, we're going to take one more break to end it, but after that, we have a couple minutes left, obviously. We'll come back with the post-game show, but again, so great working with you again.
Well, it's been a joy to be back tonight, and it's always good to come back, and call a game like this, and it's just been real positive for the Raiders tonight, and I'm glad that we could be positive and get that win. It's been a really good ball game tonight.
Yeah, glad to be on the positive end of a clock-running score, and love it.
Long time coming.
You bet. Minute 35 to go. A high end-over-end short kick going to be taken at about the 34 by one of the up men, and he goes from the 35 to the 40 and to the right side out at the 40-yard line. So minute 20 to go. Probably, about 2 more plays, maybe 3, and that'll end it.
Let me see that. Well, that was nice hit there by Gabriel Greer. Nice play. Nice play that time.
You bet. 57 seconds to go. 48-0.
Obviously we would love to preserve a shutout right here.
Exactly right.
I know that.
And I think we will. But, yeah, keep playing until that
keep playing to the final
buzzer.
Don't let anything.
Orvis in the shotgun, goes to his right, got a man at the 45, gets pushed ahead to about the 49-yard line. So it's a gain of 9.
Just trying to see who was that. That was Seth Short right there. Laid the wood that time. Got 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. Looks like they're content with maybe they're going to try to run one more play.
Yeah, maybe another play. They did kind of hurry it up. 12 seconds, 11. Orvis gets the ball in the shotgun. He's back. He gets hit, and the ball is loose. And I think the Raiders might have gotten it. It was one of those, the buzzer sounds, and that's your ball game. That was one of those hits. I think the Raiders did end up getting it. That was one of those hits where the quarterback doesn't see anyone coming from behind, and the ball just kind of goes end over end.
That was, I'm going to tell you, that last play.
At 32.
That's going to be Chandler Beisel. Chandler made a heck of a play that time. Big hit by Chandler.
You bet. I had mentioned we're going to take a break. We'll just go ahead and do our scoring summary and then wrap things up. And I'll tell you what, 48-0 Raiders. Didn't take long. 11:48 in the first quarter. It was a trick play, a 47-yard pass. It was Carter Hathcock starting the game at quarterback, lateraled to his brother Colbert, who's the normal starting quarterback, who then lobbed a pass up. A.J. Wren was wide open, and he got the touchdown. A 47-yard touchdown pass officially goes from Colbert Hathcock to A.J. Wren, 7-0 at that point. 6:45 left to go in the first quarter. A 55-yard touchdown run by A.J. Wren made it 14-0. Then with 58 seconds to go in the first quarter, a 6-yard touchdown run by Theron Hubbard made it 21-0. Second quarter, Theron Hubbard, an 8-yard touchdown run, made it 28-0 with 7:26 to go. All these seventh points, by the way, by Gunnar Vance, who did a wonderful job on the extra points. 3:53 to go in the second quarter. Hubbard again, a 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point good by Vance, 35-0 Kirk. And then, of course, at that point, the clock ran, and with the clock runs, you don't score as quickly, obviously, or as often, I should say, because the clock keeps running. But a 28-yard touchdown run, again, I believe it was Hubbard, 42-0 at that point. Also then Hubbard, 48-0. Extra point was blocked, but that was with 3:48 to go in the fourth. The other touchdown with 8 minutes left in the third. Final score, 48-0, and just an all-around great win.
It was a great win tonight for the Raiders. Greg, where do we go next week?
Well, next week it's at Oak Hill.
Okay.
So
another big game. Got to travel to Oak Hill.
You bet.
And, what Kirk needs to do is take this big win tonight, but Monday is back to work. It's back to work and working on those little things that we talked about. They played well enough to overcome those penalties tonight. As they get further in the schedule, the teams get tougher.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they're going to have to improve.
Yes.
And
going to be harder to overcome those things.
It is. It's going to be harder to overcome. So let's take this as a big win tonight. Great win. And let's build off of this and work hard next week and look forward to Kirk going to Oak Hill and getting a victory over there next week.
Couldn't have said that any better. Well, final score again, Kirk 48, Rossville Christian, the Wolves, 0. That's going to wrap up our coverage. David, great job. We'll talk to you down the road.
Thank you.
You betcha. Great job, Peggy. Great job, Melissa, studio engineer, back at the Star 92 Control Studios. Greg Slotsky saying all Kirk tonight, 48-0. So long from the football field at Kirk Academy.
All right, good deal.
All right, thanks. Talk to you later, Melissa.
All right, bye.
Okay.